Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to more Tales from the Lost Emporium. I am Bushy, and tonight we have a great game of Call of Cthulhu for you. So, without further ado, let's have an introduction from our keeper.
Oh, hey there. How you doing? Yeah, welcome to Tales. Tonight I'm at the helm of the game, so this is going to be exciting. We are going to be playing Call of Cthulhu, and I'm going to be running some of our characters through the Servants of the Lake adventure. So we'll see how far they get, see whether they get their feet wet or any other part of their body. So it should be fun. I'm going to try not to scare them too permanently, but let's get on and meet some of the players for tonight.
Hello again.
I've not seen you in so long.
It's been such a long time. This evening I am playing the great and magnificent Thurston, a stage magician hailing from Lincoln, England, making his way and now living in Arkham, trying to pull a penny or two together and hobble by in this life.
Hi, I'm the other Gary, and I'm playing Michael Pritchard, who is a parapsychologist. And along with my writing partner, Sharon, we go around to different paranormal places and get information for our books that we produce around the world with a little help of my ghost friend, Sam, who you may and may not see later on. But yes.
Hi, I'm Em. So I play Sharon Bennett. As Gary's just said, I'm the partner of the Most Haunted team, and I write the books. And the most recent amazing book that I've written is Night in the Orchard.
Sorry, your own book there.
Orchard. Yeah. I've written that many, I've forgotten.
Yeah. You are a famous author of the time, aren't you? So it's 1920s, and you pair are like the 1920s most haunted crew.
We are. Yes, we're the best team. We are.
Now, it's worth pointing out we've had some adventures with certainly your two characters before. So, for anyone who doesn't know, we've put them through Deadlight and Crimson Letters, which is all about the Hobhouse Papers. So, Sharon and Michael have certainly got quite a past in terms of dealing with mythos. Now, Jeffrey is a new character for Adam to be playing tonight, so we'll see how that works out. His other character got 2 damage, so could no longer use him. Although maybe he'll come back.
Yeah, I was going to say Robert will make a return, I'm sure.
Everybody loved curmudgeonly Robert.
Yeah.
Dan, so I guess our final member of tonight.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
He's here.
I'm
emerging
here,
out of the darkness.
Picture, yay.
So, hi everyone. I'm Ross. I'm playing Jack Philip Porter, known as JP Porter to most people, and I am a stuntman who's been hired by a publishing company for the Most Haunted crew, sorry, and I'm following them at the moment, taking notes so that I can work on my acting and stuntry, for the film that will be coming out to the cinemas shortly.
Brilliant. Yeah, you're on like a tag along to try and really get into their characters, and I believe this is one of those fancy new talkie films as well.
Yes.
That the publishing company have sold.
We've heard rumours about talkie films. Yeah.
Yeah. They'll be all the rage in the future, apparently. Brilliant. So, as I say, some of you know each other. Some of you have just had an adventure and survived to some extent. So, Michael and Sharon. So I should point out, so we're going to be doing Call of Cthulhu, the latest edition. We're going to be tweaking some bits. That's a catch-all for saying if I get anything wrong, we're home-brewing it. But fundamentally, we won't let rules get in the way of a good story. So we're going to be telling a story. The characters are going to be involved. They're going to roll dice when they have decisions to make. And we're going to see how it unfolds and whether they manage to survive or if they encounter any strange creatures along the way. So, speaking of strange encounters, last time, Michael and Sharon, you helped out with the Hobhouse papers and the Crimson Letters.
We did.
And Michael, would you like to tell us what you did with the papers at the end of that adventure?
Oh, we took them to our museum in Las Vegas and we put them into a safe.
Yeah.
And they,
Locked
in
them
the
away.
glass. Yes. Instead of burning them, which we realised we should have done, we thought we'd
Yeah.
take them for our own purposes for our museum.
We
And
kept
that's-
some of the originals, didn't we?
That's right. And I can assure you that's not backfired on you in any way, shape,
Oh,
or
I
form.
hope not, no.
So, Michael, you've talked about Sam, your spirit guide, which you like to call upon. Well, we're going to upgrade your spirit guide somewhat. So
Oh,
we're
cool.
going to make that a spell, particularly now that you've encountered the Hobhouse papers. which
Okay.
Detailed the burning of one Keziah Mason, who was a powerful witch. So you have a spell, so it costs you 1 magic point to cast,
Okay.
and you lose 1d3 sanity every time you cast it.
Okay.
Plus, you'll need to make a successful power roll just to make sure nothing bad happens. Because maybe it's Sam, maybe it isn't Sam. Maybe it's someone who would prefer to be called Samantha, some other name. But let's just say, Sam, your friendly spirit guide, has been somewhat corrupted or taken over.
Right, okay.
Now, because both of you survived the last encounter, and your book's going well, as you've heard, the rights have been sold for a film, so you can each have 3d10 to your credit rating.
Oh, yeah.
Because up until this point, you were both quite poor, but
Yeah.
times are good. It's a success. You've had a down payment on the books. There's interest from foreign markets. There's people are wanting to get it translated into other languages. So Night at the Orchard is going well. So 3d10 on top of your credit rating.
13, 21. So that is 51.
If any of you lost any of your constitution, that's back up to your normal score. If you
Good.
managed to rest. You can have all your hit points back.
Yes.
Good job.
And the last thing, because it's not all good surviving encounters, is that you both permanently lose 1d10 sanity.
Oh,
From
dear.
what I lost before or from the beginning?
From the beginning, from the
Right.
starting time.
That's good
Okay.
as well.
And that's where your new level will be. So it'll be up to the top and then take 1d10 off it.
7. My power went down quite a bit. Strength, sorry. Is that still down?
No, that should go up just like Con did, because that was from a particular effect.
And how lucky am I?
You can have all your luck back,
Yes.
because you've got 2 characters joining with a full pool of luck. So we will be using the luck rules, and we'll be borrowing from Pulp Cthulhu. So if you save at least 30 luck points, you can negate the cause of 1 death if you spend all of that luck. So worth keeping that in your back pocket for when things get really scary. So we'll now bring everybody up to the present day. So we're still with you, Michael and Sharon. Like I say, the book's gone well. So when you were last around, it was in October 1925. Well, it's now April 1926. We would say you've had a bit of a rest, but it's been quite exhausting. You've been doing a book tour.
Yep.
And you've spent time curating your museum in Las Vegas. Sharon has started penning the outline of another book to follow up Night at the Orchard, called Forger's Fear. It's still a working title, but she's seeing how it goes. And that one's going to be all about the Hobhouse papers and Professor Charles Leiter.
Yep.
Over the last few months, there's been a couple of news stories that have interested you coming over the wireless and in the newspapers. The first one, it's one of the biggest news stories currently, and that is about the Cobb family, who are a well-to-do Providence family and inheritors of the Hobhouse estate. They are suing the Miskatonic University for losing valuable historic papers that they entrusted to them. So the Miskatonic University is having quite a rough time. I can't imagine why that is.
Yeah.
It's not as if they've hired someone to help out. The other one, this one's in the last week, and it sort of struck a chord with you guys, mainly because there's a cash reward offered, and that is the disappearance of socialite James Fraser, who was last seen heading for Kingsport. There is a $5,000 reward offered for information that leads to him being found. Hopefully alive, but he might be dead. We'll see. And because you two are always on the lookout for something, that's caught your attention. So you are now currently at a book event at Harding's Bookstore in Ipswich, Massachusetts. With you, as he has been for the last couple of weeks, is JP, like a constant shadow or a smudge on the edge of your vision. You're there at the bookstore, you're promoting Night at the Orchard. There's queues. No, you haven't written that one yet. Still on the back one.
Okay.
Back burner, yeah. That's still a work in progress. So you've developed a bit of a relationship with JP. It's up to you guys whether you like him or not. JP, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
So I am 29. I've been in the stunt acting or the acting / stunt guy industry for the past couple of years or so. This is basically my big break. It's been kind of thrust upon me. So I was headhunted and pushed into basically following Sharon and Michael around. I like to keep myself to myself, like stand in the back. You'll quite often see me taking notes about what's going on and asking sometimes strange questions, but lots and lots of questions. Yeah.
Very good. And I'm sure they get on with you famously.
Yeah.
So you're really trying to get into the character and understand what makes these two tick.
I don't feel like I've annoyed them up to yet, but yeah.
So the afternoon is ticking on. You're quite tired from all the signings you got to do, but you know that you two have made a promise to yourselves that after this book event, you were going to go and find somewhere in the country just to have a couple of days to chill out. And JP's an extra pair of hands to help carry luggage and stuff, so you're happy to have him tag along as well.
Okay.
So feel free to use him as a manservant.
Yeah, it is a bit strange that we've got a stunt man following us around the signing. But
he's got to get into character.
Of who, me?
Well, he hasn't.
I don't do many stunts in it.
There's quite a lot of action in Night at the Orchard, I seem to remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of sword play.
So
that sounds like a really bad euphemism.
I went a bit mad.
The event's coming to a close. There's just a few more people left in the queue. And one of them, who's come up to your table now, is a well-dressed gentleman with a silver-tipped cane, a monocle, and a black silk top hat.
Oh.
He comes up and hands the book over to be signed by you both. Sharon, he offers it to you first.
Oh, thank you very much. Who's it to?
He goes, could you make it out to Maximilian, please?
How do you spell that?
Right. Well, I thought being an author, words were your thing, but it's Maximilian.
I presume there's lots of different ways of spelling it.
I mean, Max would be fine at a push. Okay. If you can manage those 3 letters, they're good. And then he turns to you, Michael, and he proffers you the book. He says, would you mind Maximilian, please?
Of course. Are you a great fan of our books?
Oh, yes, the stuff in there interested me greatly. Might I say, and he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a small black card and he goes, yes, well, as I say, Maximilian, yes, I happen to run an emporium of sorts where we like to collect interesting artifacts. And he hands you this black business card and he says, feel free to contact me should you find anything that you feel is worthy or that you might wish to turn around and sell at a later date, and my emporium will happily sell it on for you. It's quite easy. You can come and visit me there anytime. The instructions are on the back of the card. And by now you've signed the book, and he takes the book back. And as he takes it, he leans into you, Michael, and he whispers in your ear, and he says, obviously I'd be most interested in having the Hobhouse papers that I know you've got sequestered away. I can give them a very good home, and maybe take a witch off your hands or off your mind, as it were. And then with that, he looks over at Sharon and then steps back and is gone. And you are left with this black business card. And on it, it says it's black on the front. It's just got in big silver letters, embossed silver letters, Emporium Absentis. And then do you wish to turn it over and read the back?
Yep.
Okay, in the back, in like a flowing silver script, it has, it says, instructions for entering the Emporium.
Wow.
And then it says, await a full clear moon. With the moon overhead, jump from any bridge into flowing water. Your safety shall be guaranteed.
Sounds legit.
Definitely. Nothing wrong there.
I know you were going in first, Michael. I'm not jumping in first.
So that's just something for you to think about. You,
the papers.
it's up to you whether you share the revelation with any of your friends.
I'll show it to Sharon, obviously.
Yeah, that's when I'll say to him, "Oh, you can go in first." I'm not jumping in first.
After the problems we had with the papers last time, I'm not happy on giving them away.
No, definitely not.
So Michael, Sharon and JP, the three of you pack up and you drive off from Ipswich, and you're heading out deep into the country to take this well-earned break and relax, get some nice country air. Like I say, it's late afternoon now, so not far till evening. We're in April, so it's still quite light at the moment, but it's probably only 2 or 3 hours of daylight left. You're traveling along quite a dusty, thin country road. You know you should be able to find a guest house or a motel or somewhere to stay at some point. And up in front of you, like taking up most of the road, is a battered old jalopy. So it's a rundown vehicle. It looks in a state. There's steam billowing from it. There's a guy maybe trying to do something mechanical to it or just beating the hell out of it. We don't quite know until you get there. But like I say, it's taking up most of the road. So who's driving and what do you wish to do?
Was JP driving?
Yeah, we're going to do everything.
Yeah.
Drive.
We don't know anything about cars.
Yeah, we don't know nothing. I like trains.
I've been chauffeuring them around for a while now. I've got used to the habits. Although what I have noticed and taken note of is they like to take turns sitting in the front. They just keep alternating.
Very good. So you get near this vehicle. I'm guessing you're pulling up near it.
Yeah. We'll go and have a look.
You can make a hard driving roll to try and get around it if you like.
No, thank you.
You notice on the side of it, it's sort of like almost a van, in the loosest term, because it's sort of really badly put together. It's lost a lot of bits. And painted down the side, it says, "The Great and Wonderful Thurston, big thrills for small prices." And Adam, why don't you tell us what the owner of this vehicle is currently doing with his broken down mode of transport?
Well, Thurston is currently seen looking rather exasperated, kicking one of the tyres at the back, and then gingerly picking up a piece of the bumper which he kicked off, or rather fell off right now, which is, yes, most frustrating.
Very good. So you guys see the Great Thurston, his vehicle.
Should we help him?
Yeah, definitely. Let's go see if we can. Well, if we need to get round him at some point.
Yeah.
I'll stay here and keep the car running if there's
No.
No, you just
come with us.
Heavy lifting. You've got to go.
You're the mechanic. You're a
Yeah.
stuntman.
But surely, if there's any signs of trouble, you'd want to make a quick getaway. I've read this many times in your book. You like to drive away from scenes.
You're sounding a lot like your old character Marcus.
Yeah, very much.
Okay, so is anyone going to go up and speak to
Yeah,
Thurston?
we'll go.
Or who you guess is Thurston?
Sorry?
So you can go up and introduce yourselves. Ask him what's up.
Hi, have you got any problems? Are you okay?
This bloody van. Yes, well, you can see I plainly got problems here, old fellow, can't you? This bloody van tells me I've got cheap thrills to give, but you can't see any bloody thrills right now, can you? Don't suppose you know where there's a garage around, do you?
Oh, we're not really from around here. JP might know. JP, get over here.
JP, this man wants you.
Hello, sir. How may we help?
Well, as I was saying to your father here, you can quite clearly see that my van is somewhat lacking the ability to move forwards or backwards at this moment in time. And I'd like to know if you knew where a garage was at all, or a tow truck.
I've heard there's one 3 miles the way we're going, actually, but there's nothing behind us. It's just one of them old roads with nothing on. I mean, where were you heading?
Where was I heading? Where do the stars head? Where is excitement leading? These are all great questions. But as it happens right now, I am heading 3 miles down the road with you. How very kind of you to invite me along. The name is Geoffrey the Great and Magnificent Thurston, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Geoffrey.
Nice to meet you.
I believe we do have a spot in the car.
Wonderful.
I'm sorry.
And he starts to stride off towards the car.
So what does Geoffrey look like then?
So Geoffrey is kind of I guess for the time he's very much middle-aged. He's kind of mid-30s. Despite his taught English accent, he's looking a little bit disheveled. His suit, whilst probably at one point looked quite nice, is now a little bit worse for wear. It's not too bad, it's got a couple of patches here and there. And yeah, he's looking a little bit sweaty at the moment, and a little bit annoyed. But otherwise, his comb over as he keeps kind of brushing it across his head every now and again, and
Brilliant. Okay, so Geoffrey heads off to the car. The rest of you are still stood there. there's still his jalopy to move.
Okay.
And Jeffrey's headed to your car now. So does anyone wish to push it out of the way? Otherwise, it's going to be a tricky drive roll to get round it.
JP, can you push the car, please?
Certainly, Mom.
I'll take
Yes,
the
my lady.
handbrake off for you. I'm sure you can do the rest.
Certainly, Mom. Can you make sure we keep it on a straight and level path as well?
Yeah, okay.
So, well, if it's just JP, then it's a strength.
No, I'll have a push with him. I'll push with him.
Okay. So you can, JP, because you're getting help, you can have a bonus dice to it.
Jeffrey's just sat in your car now.
I had a feeling he was going to do that.
We got a hard success.
A hard success, very good. Yeah, you bend down, you put your back into this. This is easy work for a stuntman like you.
Strong men.
And you actually also, because maybe you've not got off to the best of starts with Jeffrey as he's left you alone to push this. You managed to, between you all, managed to get it wedged into the hedge as well by the side of the road, just to make it harder for him to get it out when it eventually gets fixed.
Serves him right.
So, as it's gotten to the edge now, I'm going to turn to the car and beckon and go, Jeffrey, is there anything that you need from your van before we set off?
Well, actually, if you could get my trunk out of the back, I think that would be splendid, because I can't do my tricks without my trunk, you see. And I say tricks, they're actually things from the other side, if you will.
Ooh.
They help make contact.
Certainly,
Yeah.
sir. What
Do you have
size
a
trunk is it?
little look, Gary?
Yeah.
Michael even, should we peek?
It's a normal travel trunk that helps people get from one side of the world to the other.
Okay.
Normal size.
Okay. So I'm going to open up the back of the van.
Yeah.
And rummage around for the trunk.
Okay. Yeah, it's dead easy to find. There's not a lot else in there.
Is it bigger than our trunk?
It's
Yes.
like
We're
a
gonna have
Harry
to
Potter
open it.
chest.
We're gonna have to open it to get it in the back.
Yeah. We'll take it over to our car and then open it as we put it in the boot.
There we
Or
go.
as JP puts it in the boot.
Mom, if you wish to carry it to the car, you can do.
There's two doves that fly out.
Oh, good, it's a ventriloquist.
No, JP's got to carry it over to the car.
It would be terribly hard to carry once opened, Mom. I would much rather keep it closed and put it in the boot, trunk.
Yeah, but
before
we can open it when it's in our boot.
What you wish to do with it then, perfectly fine.
What's the mom thing going on?
How I address you, Mom. I always have done.
My name's Sharon.
He addresses you very politely. He's very
Okay.
deferential. Very good. So, I guess you opening his trunk when you put it in.
Yeah.
I've got to go in the driver's seat now.
So yeah, a couple of doves come out. Where these are trained doves, though. Where would they go?
Well, they would explode out and make the big flappy wings are nice, and they would land on top of the van because that's what they know to be their home. So,
Jeffrey, your doves have got out.
well, who opened the bloody trunk?
Well, I could see a bit of
JP.
what sticking out. I thought there was something stuck in there.
Yes, two bloody doves. Oh, Cecil, Abigail, Cecil, just leave them there. They won't leave the van. Come on, this 3 miles, it's going to take us all bloody day with the way you lot are prattling on.
You all get into the car.
Yeah.
and you drive along for a little while. Let me see. I think I've got a picture of this one. Bear with me a second. So you come to, yeah, I need to share that. In fact, if I put it as my background, that'll be the best way, so that you can all see it. I knew there was a few more pictures. Just thinking about it.
You're okay where you are. You're in the river.
You drive along this road,
Yeah.
and there's a big lake here, and there's like a. This is really hard to do back to front. And there's a small set of woods. So this woods actually extend down to the wood and go over the track, the road. So the road cuts through the woods as it comes around the lake down the bottom here. Oh, this is so hard to do. And anyway, the important bit is there's a motel with a few cars parked out the front. There's a sign. I'll give you the proper description. So the lake is kidney bean shaped. 950 feet in length, 325 feet in width. The motel is located to the west of the lake, near the middle of the curved shore, facing the indented side of the bean, because it's a kidney bean, obviously. It says, beside the road are two wooden beams crossed in an upside-down V with a sign proclaiming Squatters Lake Motel in white paint on a black background. A second, smaller wooden panel is attached to the bottom with the word Vacancies in yellow writing on a red background. Hemlock trees surround the lake in abundance, almost touching the lake in the southwestern corner, where the dirt road cuts through the woods. Let's say evening is closing in on this April night. And there's a motel. What do you wish to do?
Well, JP, it seems to me we've travelled a bit more than the 3 miles that you proposed that there was a garage. And, well, it's getting rather late, so I would awfully be happy if we were to get some shut-eye and maybe, we can repair the damage that you all did to my van by pushing it into that hedge earlier.
I shall.
I think we need to break, everybody.
I think your mother's right, JP.
How old am I? Hang on. I am. I'm getting on a bit.
Well, I mean, you hadn't introduced yourself to him, so he's only got that information.
I'm Sharon.
Yeah, but you didn't say I'm not his mother. Cool. So you pull up to the motel. Let me share. I'm going to share this one differently, because I can give you a layout of the motel, which will become useful shortly. So you park up out the front, and you can find the reception. Right, there it is. Send that one. So I may or may not have scribbled some bits out that you don't need to know just yet on the picture. So the motel is a T-shaped building, top left of the T, facing the road and holding the reception. 8 rooms from the bottom of the T, 4 to each side. Wooden panelled, the building is raised on stilts. It's flat roofed with porches and balconies along its side. There are 6 staircases leading to the porches, 4 connecting to the rooms, and 2 connecting to the front and rear of the motel. Wooden ramps stand beside the latter 2, so at the top, It's like big wooden ramps. The doors and window frames are painted green, and oil lamps hang at intervals beside each door. There are spaces for cars marked on either side of the motel in chalk, and 2 cars parked in the spaces facing the lake. There are a couple of cars. There's also those boats. They're real on the jetty. The door. So who's going into the reception? Are you all going in?
I'll head in first and hold the door open so that everyone can follow in.
Like the good son that you are.
Very well, isn't it?
So the door to reception is glass panelled with a wide shuttered window to its right. A white card bearing the word vacancy hangs from the inside of the door.
Let's have a couple of ring the bell.
This reminds me of a venue that I played in Skegness.
Well, I don't think any of the rest of you are familiar with Skegness. So you don't even need to ring the bell on the counter because a bell above the door rings as you enter. So there's a wide wooden desk fronts the far wall. The room is built from varnished wooden panels with a door leading to quarters at the back. On the wall behind the desk are 2 stuffed and mounted boar's heads, between which hangs a 20-gauge double-barrel shotgun. A rack of keys hangs beneath the shotgun. The desk holds 2 oil lamps, a jar filled with pencils, and a brass bell shaped like a swan. The walls to the left and right of the desk are covered in number license plates collected from the early 1900s to the present. There are many dusty spaces on the wall to the right of the reception, as if some of the number plates have been taken down. So the door rang, the bell on the door rang, and then Michael, I think you dinged the bell on the counter?
Yep, ding ding.
So, door creaks slowly open, followed by the words, "Just a minute." And curiously, I know I'm notoriously bad at accents, but this one is not in an American accent. It's in an accent very similar to Jeffrey Thurston's. So it's certainly a limey accent. Okay. There's a screech of wheels follows as a balding, white-haired, liver-spotted man is wheeled into the reception by another elderly man. From their features, they appear to be related. The man in the wheelchair wears brown slacks and a white shirt, his frail hands gripping the armrests tightly as he enters. He squints at the investigators, at you lot, and nods politely. The man pushing him wears faded blue coveralls, has a lined, hollow-cheeked face and a kindly expression beneath a full head of white hair. And he says, "Welcome to Squatters Lake Motel. I'm William, and this is my older brother, Robert. Robert can't speak much anymore. Took a funny turn a few years back. I run this place with Robert. He's not much help, though, to be honest. He sleeps a lot. It's mainly me running it."
That's good. Have you got 4 rooms for the night?
Oh, 4 rooms. Well, we've got 8 rooms here. But hang on, let me just figure it out. He goes, "Hang on, let me get the book." And he gets the book. He goes, "Yeah. We've got rooms 1 and 5 hold 2 single beds because it depends what beds you want. You see, sir. I don't want to make assumptions that you're all one family willing to share one room.
No, we need 4 separate rooms.
4 separate singles, is that?
Yeah.
I have to say, Billy, I find it very odd that these wonderful people here don't want to share a room with their son, to be honest.
Well,
Not
I suppose he's a little bit older now.
Stump man.
It's a stump man.
I put it down to just American inhibitions, to be honest. I've learned not to question it too much. They're Australian.
Very sensible.
So we got 8 rooms. We got 1 and 5
No, we only got 4.
have 2 single beds. 4 and 8 have a double each, and the rest old singles. You can take any rooms you want, except for 5, which my brother and me use, and 6 to 8, as there are folks in those already. Each room's 50 cents a night. Cash in advance, I'll have you know. You'll have to bring your own food, but there's a grocery store past the woods to the south if you need anything. We get a delivery every Tuesday, so if you want anything, just let me know and they'll bring it down the same day. So
room 7 overlooks a lake.
I don't think there's any of the lake ones free.
Oh, I thought you said 5, 6, and 8.
So yeah, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, right, okay.
Are all taken. So it's just the front room. So you've got
well, I've done then.
You got 1 with a double bed, 2 singles, and then 1 room with 2 singles. So who wants what rooms?
I think we'll let Sharon have the double bed.
Thank you very much. So can I ask, so I'm Sharon and this is Michael. Have you heard of the Most Haunted team?
Most haunted? No,
Yeah.
I'm afraid not. Are
Are you not read books?
Are they a gang that go around these parts?
No. So we write books and we look for
Is there some
spooky
gang
things.
symbol we should be throwing out?
No. So we're writing a book. So,
You're writing a book?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, I didn't think you Americans were particularly fond of reading.
Yeah, all right.
You write as well?
I don't read them, all right.
Hang on. And he goes, and he puts his hand on his brother's shoulder. He goes, oh, there's an American here that can read and write at the same time.
I was going to ask you if you wanted to be in my next book, but if you don't read, then...
Oh, we read. We had a solid foundation education, so yeah, as well. That's why we got together some money and emigrated over here to the States to get some easy money, as we saw it. Expand the family hotel business, as it were.
Yeah. I didn't know if you knew of any funny goings on around these parts.
You know where you are, right? It is funny goings on all the time around here.
What kind of things?
I mean, in this country, the whole place is going to pot.
In this little area.
In this little area? No, don't really know of any funny business at all.
Okay.
Sorry, is it Miss or Mrs? Are you two a couple? Is this your son? And he points to JP.
No, we're going to do a film and he's going to be a stuntman for it.
So
he just follows us about.
Oh, what in one of those? What is? Do you stand in for Charlie Chaplin sometimes, then, sir?
Not yet, I haven't. No, but
no.
Hopefully in the future.
Yeah, have you stood in for anybody famous?
No, this will be my first.
Harold Lloyd. Do I recognise you as one of the Keystone Cops at all?
First film. So no.
No. Oh, okay. That's a bit of a disappointment, if I say so.
Sorry for disappointing.
I'm used to it round here.
Really? Why is that?
It's just the country, isn't it?
Oh.
Do you not like living round here?
Well, we came here, followed the American dream and all, but it's been a bit of a nightmare, hasn't it? I was much more comfortable back home. We had a lake set up just like this. It was lovely. Nice family affair.
Well, Billy, maybe you and your brother Bobby here have heard of the great and wonderful Thurston.
I was like, great and wonderful Thurston. Is that a town outside of Swindon?
I played at Swindon once before.
Did you? Oh,
It wasn't a great town, to be honest. I wasn't a fan. Wasn't so much of the win in Swindon, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Was it like a local theatre thing then?
Well, yes, you could say that. I mean, stage magic, Alakazam, making the unseen seen.
Oh,
bringing a, and he reaches forward and goes to try and pull a coin out of your ear and goes.
So you can use your special skill then if you like.
My stage magic.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Here we go. That is a regular success.
Nice. So you successfully execute that trick, and he's like, "Oh wow, that's amazing! You can make money appear out of thin air. That must be mighty useful around these parts."
It has its moments, good sir.
Oh,
And that is for the evening's lodgings.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you kindly. Yeah, no, it was cash up front. So I just need you to sign in the book then. So who's taking...
my autograph, of course. I knew you were a fan, really.
Oh, without doubt, sir. So who's taking room 1, the twin room?
The double bed, is it?
No, it's 2 singles, ma'am. That's what twin room is. A double bed is a double room.
It's okay, bit slow, I find. I think it's
I blame their education system.
My head's always stuck in a book, you see.
And this prohibition, I understand it. I mean, they're worse sober, aren't they? They were quite a jolly lot when they were drunk all the time.
Where have we come, Michael?
Somewhere to relax.
Well, I suppose I'll take the twin room, seeing as there's not many others forthcoming.
Yeah, okay. Jeffrey,
I'll take room number 2.
Was that room number 2 for the
Yes,
son?
please.
Okay, the son's in room number 2. Yeah, no problem.
Should we just adopt him, Michael?
I'm here to relax. I'm going for a swim in a minute.
So, who would like the single room 3?
That'll be me.
So you're putting your wife in the double by herself then, I see?
She's not my wife. She's my partner. Different.
Oh, okay. It's like a modern
My wife's at home. Hey.
Oh, okay. I see, sir.
There's
No
no funny
problem, not at
business here.
all.
we write books and stuff together. That's it.
We are very discreet here. You needn't worry. And with that, I mean, you guys are free to go to your room unless you want to ask him some more and get insulted some more.
Nah, I'll go to the room. I bet Jeffrey would be able to have a pally conversation with him. They seem to get on very well.
Well, they are British, so yeah.
But I've been offended enough. I'm going to the room.
Yeah, Jeffrey will wax lyrical with about dear old Blighty with the 2 old boys.
Well, it's interesting because he does pull from underneath the counter. He pulls a couple of bottles of dark, heavy stout. It's like a London Pride stout, and he pops over and goes, "I've been saving these for a decent occasion. I've such a fine magic gentleman as yourself here. It seems like it's one of the few occasions we're going to get round here." and he hands you a bottle.
A bottle of the Navy's finest.
Oh yes, certainly.
Well,
Love the waves, I do. Love the wave. Call of the water, you can't beat it.
so, Billy,
Yes.
don't suppose you know if there's a garage around here at all? Only my van has been pushed into a hedge a few miles down the road.
Yeah. Well, what'd you let it get pushed into a hedge for then?
Well, to be honest, I thought they were just going to gently move it to the side. But, the help these days, they're never quite what you expect them to be, are they?
He said, "Oh, I know. Oh, it's terrible." He says, "Well, if you carry on up the road away, there's eventually you'll come to Clark's Corner. There's old Jim's got a bit of a garage there. I mean, he used to do more wagons, but he's tried to update and modernize to the motor vehicular type going forward. So I'm sure he could take a hammer to it and do some stuff. If
Hmm.
that's what you need.
Well, taking a hammer to it might end it altogether, but I'm sure JP there can get old. What did you say his name was?
I may have forgotten, but I'm sure it's old Jim.
Old
It's
Jim.
old Jim now, anyway.
Ah, good old Jimmy boy. Well, I'm sure JP can go and get Jim to come and pick it up for me. That's no problem at all.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. He won't have a problem. Tell him we sent you. You know, he comes and does some maintenance for us every now and again.
Wonderful, wonderful indeed.
Very good.
And he's gonna slip another 50 cents over towards them both and be like, got to make sure we keep our blighty friends in check. This is
definitely
on your endeavours, sirs.
that's most appreciated. Thank you very much. I guess as you're talking to them, you find out a little bit more information because you're sharing a beer with them. You find obviously they're from merry old England, but they're from a little place called Brychester, near the Severn River Valley. And as I mentioned, they had a hotel there. They opted and moved with some money they'd saved, and they bought this place. The reason they came to America was it was the wanderlust. They'd travelled a lot in their youth, and so they wanted to recapture that. So they thought they might as well come here, and they were familiar with running a hotel business. So they bought this motel. They don't know when it was built. There used to be an old settlement across the lake back in frontier times, but it all flooded out one spring, which is why this place stands on stilts. But they had to get a carpenter from Clark's Corner to fit the ramps because obviously Robert is in a wheelchair. And they say they don't get much business around it. It's really quiet. You get folks stopping for a night or two, the odd fisherman. There's a couple of boats near the shore. If you want to use them, you can rent fishing rods for 10 cents a day. They've got no bait, but there is a shovel you can use to dig up worms or something.
I thought you were going to claim that we could use the shovel as bait then. I was like, got no bait, but here's a shovel.
Yeah, that's your lot. Cool.
Splendid.
So is everyone retiring to their rooms? I know Jeffrey had stayed in reception. Anybody else plan on doing anything different?
Going to my room.
You go to your room to sulk?
Yeah. Getting salted, as I'm a famous writer as well.
I'm just going to go get my after slaving after all of these guys for the evening. Pretty tired, so just sound asleep.
So the interior of each room is very similar. They're all 15 foot by 15 foot. There's a window to each side of the door, protected by wooden shutters. The walls, floor and ceiling are made from wooden panels. The walls adjoining other rooms are panelled in plaster and decorated in a green and white diamond pattern wallpaper. A door connects each room to its eastern and western neighbour. So there's obviously you've seen doors between all your rooms, but they lock from each side. They lock independently. Each room has a bedside table with an oil lamp and an alarm clock, a dresser, a wardrobe, a small dining table with 2 chairs and a large oval mirror on one wall. A small bathroom is built inside each room with a toilet, sink and shower. The door's got a bolt on it. The shower has a boiler connected to propane tanks in the crawl space underneath the rooms. The yellow bed linen is faded but clean. Each room has a handcrafted, jewel-patterned Navajo rug on the floor. Anybody wish to do anything while in their rooms, or you're just chilling?
Oh, of course, yes. After our last exploit, I'm going to pick up a towel and cover my mirror. Because I do not like mirrors.
Definitely.
I'm glad you remembered that.
Yes.
How
So
could
the
I have
first thing,
forgotten that?
the first thing I'm going to do is cover the mirror.
Very good. A wise precaution, I think. Anybody else got anything?
We're going to make sure that the doors either side of my room are locked.
Yeah.
Just double checking to make sure that they are locked. And then I'm just going to sit there with my notepad taking notes for what's going on for the day.
Cool. No problem. Okay.
I'll check either side just to see if I can get in anybody's room.
They are locked unless someone wishes to unlock theirs. So JP's definitely locked. So Sharon, is yours locked or unlocked?
I can unlock it if it's next to Michael.
It is next to Michael.
Yeah, I'll unlock it. I go, Michael.
Yeah, we'll open ours. We'll have ours open so we can talk to each other.
just
So
in
you
case
weren't
there's
going to
any.
have a twin room, but you're just going to have the doors open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we can shut and lock it when we get changed and stuff.
So
Yeah.
if that's the case, Michael, so the door to Sharon's room is open. Can you make me a luck roll?
Oh, look. Well, look. Woohoo. No, I failed that.
Oh, that's a shame because Sharon hasn't covered her mirror up.
Oh,
no!
So you catch a glimpse of your reflection.
Can I go? Oh, sorry, and just throw something on it, like
Well,
from
I'm not
across the
sure. I'm
room?
not sure exactly. Has he told anybody about that?
I was
Has he
there.
divulged that information?
yeah. I think she saw the pisser
I
coming
was
out
there.
the mirror.
Okay. So in the mirror this time, you do see you, and you're doing the correct movement, but it's just your skin is slowly dripping off your face.
Of course it is.
So first, the skin peels off, and you start to see the red glistening muscle, and then the muscle wastes away and shrinks until finally
man.
there's just this skull. And it may be only a second that you catch it, but this is burned into your mind. So you're going to need a sanity check, please.
That's a 16, so that's going to be a really good success.
Okay, so you don't lose any sanity. So
Yay!
this is all a hangover from Keziah Mason.
Then I'm going to say, Sharon, can you cover your mirror, please? Because
Yeah.
we had problems with them before.
Sorry. I should know this by now.
Is that what you say, or are you just screaming whilst gripping your face?
Throw it on quick. I don't want to see it.
I'm just looking. It's not dusty. Otherwise, I'd be going home.
So the last one of you lot to get to your room was Jeffrey. So Jeffrey settles into his room 1, and so you'd left the owners of the motel in quite a jolly state because you'd shared a drink, talked of the old land between them, reminisced, and you hear that somebody else has gone there. So you all hear a commotion kicking off outside reception. So do you wish to go and see what's kicking? There's like raised voices.
Well, Michael, there's a commotion outside. Let's have a look.
I suppose we're going to have a look, aren't we?
Are you going to open the door or just look through the windows? What does everyone want
Look
to do?
in the reflection of the window.
No,
Open the window.
Can we see it from the window, or do we have to go out in the
You'll
hall?
be able to see this kicking off from the windows, yeah.
Oh, we'll have a look at the window. Sharon will, because she's nosy.
Yeah. Be like getting my pad, pen, and everything. Be like, oh, what's going on?
JP, it particularly strikes a chord with you because this sounds like as if there's going to be a violent confrontation about to kick off.
Okay.
Which is definitely your thing. You'll be on high alert for it. Jeffrey, what do you fancy doing?
I would go down because I would like to protect my help protect my my fellow countrymen.
Cool. So you're storming out. JP, what are you doing? You looking at the window or going out?
I'd go out actually, yeah. Okay. Just so that I can see, but I'm going to stand quite far back so that I can spring into action if needed, but otherwise I'm very much on the outskirts.
Okay, so you see William is stood outside the reception, arms folded, looking really peed off, facing a bespectacled, pimply-faced young man with a shock of red hair. The young man stands gesticulating wildly and appears extremely agitated. You hear, those of you that, if you're looking at a window, you need to open the window to hear the conversation, or you need to go outside. Those of you that are outside, you hear the young man saying, "You said you don't know if he'd stayed here. I know he did. He told me so." And then you got William going, "Now, calm down, young sir. There are people trying to rest here." "Rest? Here? Why, with all the noises under the rooms at night? Good luck to him. Now, what room did he stay in? Tell me that." And then William, his whole demeanour changes, and he sort of squares up to this guy. He's got a bit of a growl and an edge to his voice. And he says, "I said, I don't know, and that's my final answer. Now stop bothering me, or you can get the hell out of my motel." And he points to the road. At this, the young man slaps his thigh in agitation. I don't quite know how you do that. I always thought it was quite a jolly move, slapping your thigh. But he storms off round the other side of the motel. So he's going all the way around the edge of it. William.
Sorry. So this guy just like, "You could get away from my motel," and he's like, "I know what I'll do. If he can't see me, he doesn't know I'm still here."
So William sees Jeffrey and JP, and certainly Jeffrey looks at you, and he just smiles and goes, shakes his head and like waves his hand in exasperation before heading back inside reception. What do you wish to do, if anything?
After hearing him mention the noises under the room, we're got our ears pricked up to this. So we're going to go out and see if we can have a word with him.
With the young lad?
Yeah.
Okay. So he walks around. Are you going to call out to him, or?
Yeah, we don't know his name though.
No.
Sir.
He's heading towards room 8. So he's sort of come past you lot, and he's going around the edge. And you call him just as he's gone around the corner. So you'll have to chase after him.
Yeah, we'll
okay.
Go after him.
So he's just going around the corner to get to his room, and you call out, and he looks back, sort of angrily. And he's like, "What? Now, what do you want?"
Yeah, sorry, we can't help but overhear you shouting. We're just here for the night, and we heard you mentioning you've been hearing noises under the rooms.
Yeah, definitely.
Is this a problem? Is it rodents or something? Do we need to sort something out?
Well, I don't rightly know what you want to sort of. I'm heading to my room. I need some rest. And he's like stomping off to his room.
Yeah, but what kind of noises have you been hearing?
Is that scufflings and scrapings? Now, leave me alone, damn it.
Okay. Radio, that's what you want.
You can make a charm or persuade roll.
Sharon, you're good at charming, aren't you?
I think it's persuading. She normally hands over a copy of her book.
Yeah, my persuade's 10 and my charm's 20. I'm sure it's Sharon that's got a good one. You got no sound.
Sharon, your sound's gone. If you fiddle with the headphone cable where it connects to the, I think you've caught it.
Yeah.
I said, yes. So, do you know that we're the most hunted team, and I'm writing a book, and you could be in the book? So that'd be my persuasion.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
So make me a roll and tell me what level of success.
Oh, very good. Extreme success.
Okay. So I perhaps should, if anyone's watching. So in Call of Cthulhu, you roll a D100, which is 2 D10s. One has the 10s, one has the 0s, and you have a skill level. And what the players are trying to do is get under their skill level. and depending on how far under it denotes the level of success. So it's normal, hard, and extreme. So what was that, Sharon? You got an extreme success?
Yeah, I got a 10.
Oh, well, he, as always appears to be the way whenever you two get together and try and persuade someone, he is a fan. He has read the books and he's aware of your work.
Oh,
and he's like,
I've got one in my bag. Do you want a signed copy?
and he's like, did y'all say I could be in the next book?
You can.
Well, as myself?
Yeah.
It all depends what's been going off. Is there anything worthy
we need
of a
some
book?
information and obviously your name.
You need to be worthy of the book.
Worthy. You got to be worthy.
I've got to be. Oh wow. Okay. Well, we best not talk out here. Why don't you come into my room?
That's fine. Yes.
We're all going together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he introduces himself. Says, "Name's Jacob Trent."
Hi, Jacob. I'm Sharon, and this is Michael.
Oh yeah, I recognise you folks now from the dust covers of your books. So he's short, skinny, probably early 20s. He wears tatty slacks and a shirt in need of a wash. He seems quite nervous. However, he tells you his tale, particularly because you rolled an extreme success in persuading him. So it says, Jacob's tale is not a long one. An Arkhamite born and bred, tells you he was here to meet his friend from Boston, one Abraham Hickey, or Abe, as he was known to his friends. Abe was meant to meet him here a few weeks ago, but still hasn't arrived. Abe told him he was coming here the night before his own arrival, and he's very worried about what's happened to him. Although it's over 2 weeks later, he's going to remain here until the other man turns up. Either of you can make a psychology roll.
Yep, that's just normal success.
A normal success.
Yeah.
You get the sense there's something he's not telling you about himself and Abe. He's withholding some information there.
Yeah. We heard you arguing with the manager, saying about him not arriving. What do you think's happened?
Well, I'm convinced Abe's been here. Like I say, we'd arranged so he wouldn't be 2 weeks late.
And you think that they're hiding something? They're not telling you?
Yeah. I think he's been here and something's happened while he's been here. It's not like Abe at all. I know Abe really well. He would not show up, especially when I've agreed to meet him.
And why was you meeting him then? What was you doing, going fishing or something like that?
We're just two friends meeting up. We've been friends a little while now. Again, with your previous psychology role, definitely something he's not divulging here.
Love it.
Blacktown Motel, and why are you meeting? Just two friends meeting up.
And like I asked you earlier on, you said you've been hearing some scuffs and scrapes under it. Is this a regular thing?
Yeah, every night.
And does it sound like big, or is it like mice?
Oh, sounds much bigger than mice, sir.
Oh, okay.
Is it just under your room?
Well, I haven't been in anybody else's room because my mate isn't here. So if Abe were here, I would probably be able to ask him. But
and you've not
why is
been
everybody snarky with me?
And you've not been out to have a look.
No, I haven't stayed in anybody else's room. No.
But you haven't looked under your own. You haven't had a look at
well,
what
when I go and look in the morning, so it's like at night. There's this scraping and scratching going on, and then I go and look down in the morning, and everything's fine. There's places on.
There's no tracks in the mud or anything.
I didn't crawl under there and check myself.
Okay.
Michael will have to get out his big bag of tricks. You see what you can find.
Yep, looks like we're having the JP sleep underneath this.
Thank you.
As JP to get a blanket and sleep under the building.
Yeah, he's not listening, but he will be.
He's not noticed.
Oh, can you not hear us?
JP,
Sorry.
They're volunteering you to sleep
Yeah.
under the building.
We've got a
Check
job
out
for
these
you.
noises.
It's not happening.
So that's you two guys. Jeffrey and JP, you two were outside when the argument kicked off. You've seen the young guys storm off. Did you want to do anything else?
I would have gone back into to William.
Yeah, I would have followed.
Okay. You see, William's quite agitated. His brother's been wheeled back into their living quarters by now.
That's fine. Has William gone in with him?
No, it's like they'd wheeled him between you leaving the reception and the kickoff. So it's just. So,
Okay. So it's just
yeah.
William in the reception now. Okay.
Yeah. So Robert's been wheeled off into the living quarters, and William's in
Okay,
reception, looking agitated and pacing.
Yeah. Well, now, Billy, you're going to wear away the carpet if you carry on traipsing back and forth.
Well, I just can't stand some young whippersnapper like that coming and throwing out accusations, particularly when I've, just got some fine folks like yourself come in. It's just not right. It's so uncouth and unprofessional.
Uncouth is the youth, as they say.
Very good. It's like, yeah, indeed. He keeps asking me about his friend, and I've told him his friend ain't here. I mean, look at the guest book. His friend's name's not down there, and he slides the guest book along the top to you.
Read the guest book then. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking for, to be fair. So,
Oh,
yes.
So in the guest book, you can see that your names are by rooms 1, 2, 3, and 4. Room 6 has got S. Bonner next to it. No, sorry, room 6 has got B. Dunstan. Room 7 has S. Bonner. And room 8 has J. Trent.
B. Bunston, S. Bonner, J. Trent.
Yep.
Trent. A fine river.
Yeah, it's just sort of long and slow, isn't it? I mean, I like where it joins up with the Humber estuary, joins up with the Humber. That's a good river, the Humber. Love the Humber. Can't wait till they build a proper bridge across it, though.
Yes.
It's not as good as the Severn. Obviously, the Severn's the mightiest river in the Good Isle. So
interesting. Not the Thames.
no, not the Thames. Cesspit of a river, that is.
Well, quite. What it would be to back in the north. Tell me, Billy, do you have many people that come here moaning about friends not seeing, not appearing, and scratches in the night and that sort of thing?
Scratches in the night? No, don't think so.
That's what the young lad was on about, wasn't it? The uncouth lout, something about noises in the night and scratching or something.
I put that down to the imagination of youth. That's what I think. That's more like. You can make a psychology roll, as can JP. As JP as well.
Oh, my psychology actually isn't too bad. Okay. That is a fail.
Yep.
Would
you push
do I want
roll?
to spend luck?
Or
Well,
spend luck?
I would say I would say I could push the roll, but I'm not quite sure how I could push a psychology roll in this situation, other than kind of going.
Well, you could get closer to spot any tells that he's got, but obviously the downside to that is it could be perceived as invading his personal space.
Oh yeah, no, fuck it, why not? Let's go over it. So I'm gonna go and grab his hand, as in to shake his hand.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, forgive me, dear fellow, but I've just occurred to me that we have not done the most polite of things and shaken our hand as an introduction. This is very poor of me, and I would like to apologize. And please, don't think this is a besmirchment on my my honor, my behavior, or those of my my colleagues.
Very good. So how does your push roll go?
Brilliant.
That is a hard success.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. So you do all this. He shakes your hand. He's very amenable to it. I mean, his hand feels somewhat clammy and withered. It's an odd sensation.
Yeah.
Now, since you were last in here, there is a wireless, and he'd switched the wireless on, obviously to try and help calm himself down. And you notice that there's a news report blaring, and you hear about the Miskatonic University. This is all over the news at the moment. It's being sued by this family due to papers that were lost by it. But then you also hear this thing about a heir to a wealthy fortune who's gone missing, and it strikes you that the place that he was last sighted and known to be was Kingsport, which isn't too far from here. And it's at that you feel a tension in his hand, and so maybe it was that. Maybe it was your line of questioning. Maybe both of them struck a chord. There was a moment's tension at the talk of James Fraser going missing, and the fact that you're talking about noises under the building, people asking if their friends have been here, all that sort of thing tied up together. There's something happening, but you can't tell any more than that. I guess it would just ring an alarm bell, or just put up a red flag for you.
Something's not quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's like, well, obviously, these louts decide that they're going to cause you more problems. I mean, I don't suppose you've ever used young Betsy there, and he kind of points towards the shotgun.
And he says, "Oh, don't you worry. If things get too bad, we've had plenty of practice with that."
Well, very good. I mean, not that I want to get in the way of such excitement for you, dear fellow, but should the need arise, please do call on me to maybe smooth things out.
Certainly.
And with that, he's going to try and one hand cut a deck of cards and pull them back, and then slip them back into his jacket pocket.
That definitely give me your special performance roll.
I am 3 points over, so it's a fail, but I'm going to spend 3 points of luck to pass.
So you go to do it, and one of your fingers starts to cramp up, but your muscle memory kicks in, and you fight through that pain, and you manage to successfully cut and fan the cards and all do it fancy one-handed. And he looks quite impressed. Yeah. Cool. Anything else while you guys are in there? JP, are you okay?
Yeah, perfectly fine. Just watching and observing, just seeing what if anything, that I can take to strengthen my future role?
Brilliant. Okay, so it's like darkness is descending now. What do you guys wish to do? Are you turning in for the night? Or do you want to go and explore anywhere else around here?
I'm gonna turn back in, go straight back into my room again,
Okay.
make sure all the doors are locked, and back to taking lots of notes.
Michael, did we want to set JP?
I was thinking that. Have I got my kit in the boot?
bed?
Yeah.
Did I?
Your bag of tricks.
Yeah.
But I guess you're going to be leaving Jacob's room, aren't you? And we forgot to do something. But as you get up to leave, can you make me a luck roll, please?
Of course.
No, it's only Michael.
Okay.
Oh, failed that by a load.
Yeah, you see,
Has he got a mirror?
Oh no! Keep
Yeah.
your eyes shut, Michael.
all the
Keep
rooms
your
have a
eyes
mirror, and he's got no reason to.
shut. Oh, guide ya.
to cover it. So as you get up to leave, you catch your reflection in the mirror, and this time again it burns indelibly into your mind. You are there and you're moving correctly and everything, but you're just an incredibly old, frail man with a leathery skin shrunken onto your face. So
Oh.
another sanity check.
Don't believe what you see.
Fair,
That's
fair,
a pass.
It's a pass. So
Yep.
you're okay. Good.
Put
You
the
don't lose any more
blindfold
sanity.
on. I'll guide you out.
I'm going to keep making you roll those sanity checks.
I know. Should have reminded you. Yeah. So did I have my bag of tricks with me? My bag
Yeah,
of bits.
that'll be in your room actually, because it'll be part of your luggage anyway.
But okay, so I am going to go back to my room and I'm going to set up a audio recorder, big reel recorder, to record
Okay.
through the night, just in case I can
Oh,
capture any sounds.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else wishing to do anything in their rooms? Or you're all just turning in for the night?
No, I'll have brought my trunk up.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Cool.
No.
So you all eventually go to sleep, and I want each of you to make me a power roll, please.
Pass.
regular success for me.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to
Regular.
spend 3. Is it 3 luck I spend? Because I got 73 and I needed 70, so I've just passed normal.
Okay. JP, what do you get?
Extreme.
Extreme success. So that's 2 normals, one that had to spend luck to get a normal, and one
Yeah.
extreme. So it's going to be Sharon then.
Sharon, is your power 70?
Power, yeah, power.
Oh, what are you, a massive beefcake? Flipping
Yeah, I'm really strong.
Well,
I say with strength, I'm 80.
I thought you was a little receptionist woman. Power
No, no.
Well,
70.
I'm 46 as well, so I'm getting on a bit.
So
A
power is
little
mental.
receptionist woman.
Strength 80,
Wow.
70.
She's Olympic levels of strong, and she's
Badass.
really mentally
Yeah.
hard as well.
Mine are both 45. I'm not that good. She's got powerhouse next to me.
She gets a damage bonus when she hits as well, a decent one. Cool. Okay, so Sharon, you go to sleep and you suffer a vivid and terrifying dream of floating under stagnant water, surrounded by sluggishly moving weeds. Beneath these weeds is a city of leprous black spiraling steeples and narrow twisting avenues. Dead creatures litter the streets, twisted angular things with shiny red shells covered in thick tubes and trumpet-like protrusions. All moving against your will, you approach the centre of the city. There's an octagonal declivity, meaning a hole, covered in warped glass. A shadowy, pulsing object lies beyond the glass. with 3 yellow glowing eyes and the hint of a metallic surface. Make me... Oh, hang on. Nope. I need to know what your magic points are.
Magic.
Yeah.
I've got. Would it be underneath something else?
It should
It's
be across
in
the
green.
top.
Yeah, it's in green under your sanity.
So sanity.
Underneath that box, underneath it.
What your current MP?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh yeah, so that's 14.
It's got more
14.
magic than me at all.
Wow. Okay.
Just get everybody else to do it though.
Okay. So you wake up with a start. And the reason you're waking up with a start is you've just opened the door to your room and have stepped out onto the porch. And the cold of the wood under your bare feet shocks you awake. Everybody else make me a listen roll, even though you're asleep. The noise of the door opening may have alerted you.
Can I shout Michael?
Well, he might hear you opening the door first.
I'm 9 over.
Do you want to push it or spend luck?
Oh
Oh
no,
Hey!
no! I'll stay asleep. She'll shout at me.
I will.
So
I got
that was a really good success for Jeffrey, wasn't it?
That was a 1.
That was like the most
Wow.
extreme pass ever. JP, how did you do?
I got just a hard success.
Okay, wow. It's not just a hard success. Hard success is good. So that means. So Michael, did you spend the luck?
No, it's too much. 9's a lot.
Okay.
I ain't got much luck as it is.
You're looking to hold on to that 30, are you?
Yeah, trying.
Cool. So you all, except Michael, wake up, and what we'll do there is we'll just have a quick 10-minute break. Okay.
I assume
everyone
that
can-
she's shouting Michael, so I probably will wake up.
I'm sure you'll wake up in all the commotion about to kick off.
Yeah.
And I'll explain it exactly like Gary said because I write books.
Brilliant. So, folks, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break, comfort break, so we'll be back shortly. Thank you for watching.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Hello, hello, and welcome back to Tales from the Lost Emporium.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Right, so we just had the start of the session there. So we have Michael, Pritchard, and Sharon Bennett, our intrepid 1920s most haunted, most hunted team who love all things supernatural. They've picked up a new follower or minion in JP Porter, who people keep mistaking for their son. And then they nearly drove into the back of Jeffrey Robin Thurston, who is Thurston the Magnificent, stage magician. Our intrepid group are now all together, and they've decided to rest up in a motel. And what could possibly go wrong? Everything's fine at the hotel. It's run by a lovely pair of old British brothers. So Jeffrey felt right at home. And just as they got to their rooms, there was a bit of an altercation kicking off outside, a bit of a ruckus. That's led the team to seem that things might not be all they seem here at this at Squatters Lake Motel. So, is everyone ready to get back into it? Are we all good?
Yep.
Brilliant. So, Jeffrey and JP, you'd been woken up from your sleep by the sound of a door being rattled as it opened, and you both poke your heads out and you see Sharon stumbling sort of as if she's an automaton, putting down her feet in a really jerky way. And then it's at that point that she opens her eyes. You could have sworn for a second she was sleepwalking. And she opens her eyes, and the first thing Sharon shouts when her eyes open is,
Ah! Oh, Michael! Why'd you scream first?
Sharon!
Michael!
What the bloody hell are you doing, woman?
I don't know, I was dreaming. It was a horrible dream. I need to tell Michael.
Right. Do you think you could do that slightly quieter?
No.
I'm
It's
going
most
to ask
important.
Billy to see if I can change rooms in the morning.
JP, are you taking notes on this? Can't hear you, JP.
You are muted, JP.
Sorry. Yes, taking notes, and I'm also going to go and bang on Michael's door to try and wake him up.
Okay. Yeah, there's not even a
He's
roll
a good
required.
boy, isn't he?
Know that Michael's getting his name bellowed, and there's an incessant banging on his door, all of which is being picked up on his delicate recording equipment.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump into action and come out into the hallway with JP, and we're going to bang on Sharon's door.
Well, you don't have to bang on her. She's in the doorway. She's out.
Oh, right. Okay. So we're coming in. And
So then I tell Michael exactly how you said it, Gary, about my dream.
Okay. So I might, let me just check. I might have something that I can share that may help you to visualize the dream a bit better. Not there, but I can take a picture. Hang on. I shall send you guys. And I'm sure we'll be able to find a way to put it up on screen at some point. Add picture. Okay, nearly done. So, Sharon, that is what your dream looked like. Someone's definitely had it come through. I heard the notification.
Yeah, I did as well.
Oh, is it on the group chat?
Yeah.
Can we Let me just check.
Woo! That's cool. Do you want me to put it to the camera?
I don't think it'll come up very well.
Can we just share our screen and show somebody what it looks like?
Is that me?
That isn't you. That's a generic person.
Okay, so that would be me. Or am I looking at somebody else?
That is the horrifying dream. That's like your perspective. The person in that. Okay.
What's the thing with all the teeth?
Well, you don't know that yet. That's the whole point.
Oh,
It's the here we go. Oh,
It's
this is exciting.
it's too scary. It's like a shark.
The visualization of your dream. Thank you very much for doing that. Brilliant.
So we're jotting this down. Sharon, you need to draw a picture of what it looks like for the book.
Okay. I'm gonna start. It's very scary though.
I'll go get the tape recorder and see if the tape recorder captured anything.
Can you get me some whiskey as well, please?
And some whiskey as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
go through our adjacent doors and fetch the tape recorder.
It's probably about 10 to midnight at this point. So it's still quite early on in the night.
But we still might hear what she was issuing. Anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll bring that into the room with the whiskey.
Thank you.
And we'll take it back and play it.
Have Jeffrey and JP gone back to their rooms and gone to sleep?
I think JP's with us still.
Yeah, I'm with them. I'm curious as to where the whiskey's come from.
But just in my overnight bag.
Yeah.
I have to keep it for Sharon. It's one of them things.
It's for when we get a bit jittery. We need a whiskey.
She likes special coffee now and again.
So yeah, the rules of prohibition were that if you had it in your private collection at the point that prohibition hit, it was still perfectly acceptable to drink at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them.
So obviously this whiskey was in your private collection when prohibition came into force.
I've had it in a flask for a long time.
Well, it doesn't go off.
Magic.
Okay. So yeah, you go and you listen back to your tape.
Yep.
What you hear just before all the commotion is you hear like shuffling coming from Sharon's room, and like thudding steps, and then you hear like the door being rattled and that. And JP recognizes the door rattling as the noise that woke him up.
So that was just you bumbling around then.
You definitely hear like she clearly bumped into stuff in the room. Like she really wasn't moving particularly well.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
You're safe. The mirror is still covered.
Oh, so good. I was going to say you're not that big.
I'm not quite that cool yet. So
Well, I'll reset the recorder and put it back in our room then.
Awesome. Okay. So what? So you've reset that. Is everyone going back to their rooms? Are you?
Yeah. Well, is Sharon okay? You all right now?
No. Can we have the door open?
We can have the doors open if you like.
Everywhere locked.
Wait till JP's gone and then ask me if we can have the door in.
Okay.
Upon hearing after the door open, I've pulled out my notebook again and just gone, like to sleep with doors open.
And after having a drink of whiskey, does it calm you down enough?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeffrey's currently got the pillows over his head. Right?
Brilliant. You settle down. Try to get more sleep. Let's see what happens next. Okay. So, Michael. Oh no, yeah, Michael. At about, you get woken up at 1 a.m. by like 30 tapping on your door. It's not too loud, but it's like if someone's trying to get just your attention at your room, everyone else can make a listen roll to see if they hear it. But Michael, you're definitely woken up by this tapping at your door.
Have I got a peephole?
Well, you've got the window to the side.
Oh, it's not
normal.
it's not in the hallway door. It's
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll have a quick look through the window, see if I can see anybody out.
You can see Jacob Trent looking furtive and nervous outside your door. So, what was everyone's listen rolls?
I'm fast asleep. I failed.
Normal success.
Normal success.
Oh yeah, no, massive fail for me.
Okay, so
Okay.
JP, you definitely hear this knocking coming from outside Michael's door. And again, you can go to the window and look out, and you see that it's the guy that had the argument outside reception earlier. And he's like trying to stealthily knock on Michael's door. And you don't know if Michael's answering yet because Michael hasn't made the decision.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm going to wake Sharon up.
What? What is it? What?
Jacob's knocking on my door.
Oh.
Yeah. So get
You
your
guys
book
see what
ready.
he's doing? Oh well, I got my pen. Oh, always by me.
So he's knocking on Michael's door, and Sharon's going to answer.
No. I'm going to answer it. I'm just making Sharon so she can sit in her room with the door open so she can hear. So then I'll open the door.
Okay. And he again, he looks around furtively, and he's like, so I did it. Do you want to help?
You did what?
I got the keys to their workshop. I think they're hiding something in there. And he pulls out of his pocket. I broke in and swiped the keys. Let's go see what they're hiding.
What? What's going on?
Okay. What do you think they're hiding?
I don't know. It's got to be somewhere. Abe's got to be around here somewhere. I bet they got him tied up in there. He says, I'm going to go and look in the workshop. Are you with me?
Yeah. Give me a sec. Let me just go and get Sharon.
Are you going to let him into your room? Or are you leaving him on the porch?
I'll just shut the door a minute and I'll come into Sharon.
So JP, you witness all this?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you letting it play out, or are you intervening?
I'm going to let it play out first. See how things go.
I'll go into Sharon's room and say, Jacob's outside. He says he's got some keys and to the warehouse, and there might be something in it.
What does he think's in the warehouse?
His mate, his special friend.
Special friend.
Yeah.
We can have a look. It seems a bit dodgy to me, but we can have a look.
Well, no, we're not doing anything else, eh?
Oh no, yeah. I can't sleep now. I'm woken up.
Right. Okay.
So you opening the door to him again?
Yes. Well, now I'm gonna let him come into my room and let Sharon come round the other door, so it doesn't look like she's got the door open.
Okay. So there's lots of doors opening and shutting.
We're being quiet.
JP, you witnessed all this. So you see that this young gentleman's invited into Michael's room.
Okay. Can I hear what's going on?
No, but you've got a door adjoining Michael's room. You could unlock your bit and I'll keep rattling the door until Michael opens, I guess.
So if I unlock my side, I was going to say, if I unlock my side, was their side already unlocked because he tried it earlier?
He only unlocked the Sharon bit.
unlock the Sharon bit, so I can't like keep it just ajar so that I can hear him without them knowing that I'm listening in.
You would need a listening role to listen to what's going on in there.
Yeah,
You
okay,
could
I'll do
put
that.
a glass up the wall.
Yeah. I'll do that so that I'm listening in. I'm by the door with a glass to the door.
Okay. Yeah, you may hear what happens in there.
Yes.
Okay, so Michael, what are you going to say to him then? You invited him in.
And go. So go through it again. You think that your friend is being hidden?
Yeah. I think he must be. He must have come here. There's something not right about these blokes, and they're mighty secretive about that workshop. Strange workshop they got on the back of this place, on the back of reception. I'm determined to go and have a look. Are you with me?
Have you tried getting in before?
No.
No. So we're going on a whim.
Yeah, of course we are. 2 weeks I've waited for Abe. He wouldn't leave me. He wouldn't stand me up like. He wouldn't leave me here alone like this.
Do we need JP for lookout?
Do we need JP? Can I knock on the wall where he's got his glass?
Deafen him a bit.
I just knock on his door. You know the adjacent door. Just tap on it. See if he unlocks it.
JP, how do you want that to play out?
Yeah. So I'm gonna ignore the first couple of taps as if I hadn't been at the door. I was looking for a place to stash the glass, and then unlocks the door.
Okay.
Yes, sir. How may I help? Any other issues?
We've got Jacob here, and he says that he's got some keys to a workshop, and he thinks his friend's been captive, or he doesn't
Who's
know
Jacob?
what. This man here. This.
Oh right, okay.
From earlier, and he wants us to go and investigate, and we wondered if you'd like to come in case anything kicks off.
Well, I mean, does he know it's the middle of the night?
Yeah, that's why he wants to go now while they're asleep.
Yeah,
but there's been strange noises and that.
Jacob looks.
I mean, you never know. It's going to be. It might be something for the book, and it be some experience for you. Just don't wake the rest of the ass up, or the magician.
Yeah.
So Jacob looks JP up and down, and he goes, "So, he your son then? He's a good-looking boy." And he wipes his hand on his trousers, and then he offers it in a handshake. He goes, "Hey, mighty fine to meet you there, sir. Name's Jacob Trent."
Hello, Jacob. I'm JP. You had a little bit of an altercation earlier on.
Yeah. Had some crosswords with the old cook that owns this place. You know, my friend was supposed to be. And while he's shaking your hand, his other hand comes around. And he like squeezes your shoulder, and he's like, "Hey, do you work out?"
Oh, no.
And why do you sleep in your pants?
I do work out, but let's stay on track. So
Okay.
you have a problem with the old man earlier. What was your issue again? Sorry.
And I know my good friend Abe was supposed to meet him 2 weeks ago, and he said he was going to be here, and I came like a day after we'd agreed to meet up here, and Abe ain't been here, but I'm sure he has, because Abe wouldn't stand me up. Abe wouldn't leave me here alone like that.
Okay. Well, after the shouting match you had earlier on, obviously I went to go and speak with William, and I managed to get a look at the signing in booklet.
Did you?
Yeah. What did you say Abe's name was? Surname?
It was. Good question. I've forgotten. Hickey.
Icky. Yeah.
Hickey. Abraham Hickey. Abe.
Okay. His name wasn't on the signing in, but what makes you think it's here?
And,
Other than the fact that he'd agreed to meet you.
and he looks around and he goes, So, did you look at the book properly? Because I've looked at that book too. Did you not notice where a page had been torn out?
I did not.
Well, I guess you didn't see it as well as I did. They're up to some of these folks here. I'm sure of it.
Okay, you've definitely piqued my interest.
Oh, this is how our life usually rolls.
And then I'm gonna
We're
gonna
just
turn to
having
Michael and
a
Sharon.
nice time, and then
I'm going to turn to Michael and Sharon and go, is this how you normally start to get material for your books then?
Pretty much.
usually.
And so, and like, I'm just going to completely ignore him now and just concentrate on talking to Michael and Sharon like he's not even in the room. And so, what, do you just normally go with it, or like what do
Pretty
you?
much. We get people come and just say the random stuff, and we just go along with it. But it always seems to work out in the end.
And you just follow them and with no.
We always intrigue with a mystery.
Intrigued with
And
mystery.
it-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it never hurts to have a look to see if there's anything that we may be able
Apart
to
from Michael's,
steal into a book
illness.
somewhere.
Okay. Do you ever get the local authorities involved, or is it just like this to me sounds like a
Yeah,
mystery?
we've had a few police with us.
Oh yeah,
You've had police with you.
Yeah.
they come on a hunt with us and everything.
Yeah. And then,
Right. Okay.
and then halfway through the investigation, they just disappear and never come back. They go under a table and never come back again. But we don't talk about that.
No.
That definitely sounds like
That is
something
worth
we need to talk
talking about at some point because, yeah, you knew a policeman called Albert who did disappear, and then you never investigated where he'd gone.
Yeah, we just left him there.
You were just like, Albert who?
Yeah, we had a Texas Ranger that got a lot of migraines. He disappeared a lot.
It just didn't go on anymore.
No, actually, we've not had much luck with the law. Actually, they keep going.
It does sound a bit suspicious. So
They keep going all the time.
Jeffrey, you can make another listen roll to see if they've woken you up with all this chatter going on.
Oh gosh, I'm not sure I want to wake up, to be honest. Oh yeah, no, that's a 99.
You've got their pillow clutched tight, man. Like you've got a belt and strapped it around your head.
I mean, if this is how you
like to think-
find material for your book, I'll go with it.
Yeah. This is how we get the material.
Yeah, you don't get material for sitting at home.
You guys
I
lead
like
the
to
way, and
think-
I'll follow.
I have woken up at some point. Yeah, Jeffrey's just taken to just going, I am Henry VIII, I am. Just gradually louder and louder until he just blocks out the noise.
He loves his sleep.
And if all else fails, I can sell these tapes. I'm recording and singing.
So, do you know what you want to do?
Yeah, we're gonna go and check it out.
We'll follow him.
Okay. So,
I'm going to love this when Jeffrey wakes up in the morning and his 3 people that he's come to this motel with are dead.
it is a very distinct possibility.
I'll go. I'll collect my torch out of my bag and my cane, my walking cane, because it might be treacherous and I need my walking cane.
Okay, so yeah, JP, you notice he's gone and armed himself with a walking cane.
And I've got a shotgun.
You got a shotgun? What? Where did that come from?
Have you gone to the car to get that by any chance?
No, I presume I've got it on my person. A 22 shot semi-automatic.
You wouldn't have got into a motel room with a shotgun. That would have aroused suspicion.
May I remind you, you have been drinking tonight.
Well, Sharon, is that a shotgun in your trousers, or are you just pleased to see us?
If you wish to get the shotgun, you'll have to get it from the boot of the car.
Isn't it just like a little pistol I put in my back pocket?
No,
It's a shotgun.
It's a 22 short semi-automatic.
That's little, yeah.
That's a
You
pistol.
can-
Yeah. That's a pistol. A little pistol.
Just have it in my handbag by all my books that I've got signed.
So
Yeah.
you're discreetly picking a handbag up then,
Yeah.
rather than carrying a shotgun over your shoulder.
No,
Yeah. I've got a handbag. I've got like a satchel.
Mary Poppins style handbag. Just
I got everything in this bag.
Right,
Yeah.
shotgun.
Have you not seen a spoonful of sugar helps the braking go down?
I think JP may change his mind and go back to sleep.
So we've got Michael's cane. Were you taking your bag of tricks as well?
Yes.
Okay. Sharon's taking a handbag with a small automatic in. JP, are you? Are you taking anything?
I am armed, yes.
Okay. Very good.
He's taking himself the biggest weapon there is.
He's taking his guns.
Yeah.
So, right, Jacob leads you round the bottom of the T. Hang on. So round here, past the boats. It's so hard. There, that bit there, that part of the T is the workshop. So the entrance to the workshop is located on the opposite side of the reception, facing Squatters Lake. There's 2 barrels of oil to the left of the workshop doors, each tapped. You would imagine this is where they fill up the oil lamps, because there's no electricity or gas here. The watering can rests above the barrel. This has got the residue of oil in, so that's clearly they fill that up and go and fill all the oil lamps each day, as required. The workshop's double doors are fitted with a sturdy padlock and chain. Fortunately, Jacob has the key to this padlock. There's a window to the right of the doors and another to the west of the workshop. Both are shuttered from within. So, would you guys... I think we do have a picture of the workshop. Did I send it already? Yeah, you know the one with all the rooms in?
Yeah.
You can see the workshop is top right.
Ah, that one.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So Jacob opens the doors. So he undoes the padlock as quietly as he can, which is not very quiet at all.
Oh, man.
That's
There's a
okay. That's our
huge-
theme.
It's like he's shaking it as he's jiggling the key because it doesn't quite fit, and it's metal on metal because the doors are metal and the chair is. And he's like, "It's okay, I'll get it in a minute." Just and then click. And he's like, "Yay! I got it." And then that's it. Yep, we're up there. Awesome. And he takes the chains off and he drops the chains as well, which land on the wooden boards with a clatter. And then he looks at you guys and he's like, thumbs up. And he pushes the doors open and they open with a creak.
So do we need JP to be a lookout? Is he going?
It's entirely up to you. Or, well, it depends what JP wants to do.
What do you want to do, JP?
I'd say I'm more here to observe you two now. So this is exactly what I was set to do. Follow you around and see exactly how you get your material. So
You want to be with us?
You're in for a shock.
So it
So
is pitch It's pitch black in the workshop.
So can I get my torch? Either a lantern torch or a torch out my bag.
Give me a luck roll to see if there's one in your bag.
Let's have a look. 50. I don't think that's going to be no.
Okay, so you rummage around in your bag. Like I say, it is pitch black because there's none of the
Oh wait,
oil.
no. Sorry, it was a 30. So yeah, I would have got it.
And you're rummaging around in your bag, and you manage to pull out one of those fancy new electric torches, and you click it on, and you can see that the workshop is 20 feet by 15 feet in size. It's walled in bare plaster, while the floor and ceiling are panelled in wood. The right-hand side is concealed behind a large sheet nailed to the ceiling. So it's like cut in half with this large sheet. The visible side holds 3 cardboard boxes to the left of the entrance. There's a door in the northwest corner, and there's a wooden table replete with leather restraints pressed against the far wall. What do you wish to do?
Where's the restraints in here?
On the table, right? So
actually,
did you say
Jeffrey,
half the room's got a plastic sheeting over it?
Yeah, covering it in half. Jeffrey, you can make another listen roll to see if you heard all the clattering.
That is a failure. Still.
Yeah, brilliant. You're still fast asleep.
Jeffrey is dreaming about being on Blackpool Pier, engaging the audience.
He's playing Top of the Tower. Hey.
So, I'm going to gently move the plastic sheeting.
Okay.
Such a bad thing.
I know it is, but we're there to investigate, and I'm going to have a look while I've got the torch.
Behind the sheet in the workshop's southwest corner stands a wooden table. Its surface blackened and scratched. It holds a pair of thick green rubber gloves and a row of 6 jars, which you're going to have to go up to and investigate.
Of course we are.
No.
Hey, Sharon, look at these jars.
So, in the workshop's northeast corner stand 2 large wooden crates. And make me a listen roll. Anyone that's in the workshop.
Ooh.
Hard success.
Okay.
Hard fail.
Sharon, what did you get?
JP, all you hear is Jacob heavy breathing
Hard
next to you.
success as well. I don't think I want to hear those.
Okay, so the success is you hear scratching from those boxes and you hear them like rattle as if something's moving inside them.
There's something in the box. What's in the box?
So, what do
Good
you
movie
guys
quote. Good movie
want
quote.
to do?
I don't know. JP, go look in their jars.
But the noise is coming from the boxes, not the jar.
Go look in the box.
You know what to do? Open the box.
Open the box. Yeah. Take it off. Take it off.
So do you guys need to come and help so you can do whatever it is that you do and things like
I'll
that?
stand here and take
What we
notes.
usually do is we usually stand back and let somebody else do it.
This is how we survive.
Is it somebody else that normally runs your show then?
No, we're just the ones that observe.
Oh, I mean, reading your books previously, it sounds like
And
you
I
two
write
are
the
the
book.
ones that are, yeah, it sounds like you two are the ones that are involved heavily. But if you guys just take a back seat and let other people do the work, then
That's why we write it. Always written by the winners.
Right. Okay. So you guys don't. I mean, the stuff that happened previously didn't happen to you then? Happened to the other people?
Yeah, in a way.
Oh, okay.
Are the boxes nailed shut, or they're just easy open cardboard?
These are wooden boxes, but there is cardboard boxes which Jacob has gone over to, and he's like, "Can y'all bring the torch over here for a second?"
Yeah, we'll come over with the torch.
Give me a sec. So he's like rummaging in these cardboard boxes. And he's like, "Oh, this is mighty strange." And you come and shine your torch over, and you can see that there's suitcases, clothing, jewelry, items of clothing for both men and women. And Jacob like freezes as he picks up this one jacket, and he goes, "This is Abe's jacket." And then sure enough, he points out the label, and it says, it's got written in ink, A. Hickey. And he's like, "Abe was here. Abe was here. Hey, what have they done to Abe? What have they done to Abe?"
And I turn around to JP and go, "And this is how it starts."
This is why we come with strange men to warehouses.
Brilliant.
So,
Sorry.
I missed it. It's about to go south.
yeah. So we were. Let's get these crates open.
Well,
Because nothing wrong is going to go here. Nothing's going to go wrong.
I mean, should we not go and wake William up and question him about this jacket then?
No, let's get some bigger proof than just a jacket.
Yeah, let's get more facts first.
Let's have a look in these crates, because I'm sure there's nothing going to be in here.
No.
I mean, you've just told me that you guys just do the writing, and now you want to carry on investigating. I think having his jacket here is big enough proof that there's definitely lying about things.
Yeah.
They won't give any more answers though. We need to get more proof first. Just a jacket. It could be anybody's jacket.
Well, if Jacob here is telling us that this is definitely Abe's jacket and it's got his name on the label, then what more do you need at the moment?
We need to see what's rattling in them boxes.
Off you go then.
You can do it.
The rattling's getting a lot louder, and it's like something's like banging on the inside.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna. Have we got something we can prise it open with?
We've got a crowbar thing.
Right,
Okay.
Sharon, look in your bag, see if you've got anything to protect us with. While I
Okay.
open this. While I open this.
You will need a luck roll to find a pry bar or something in the workshop.
Can I get a look roll for
Yeah,
finding
normal
something
success.
To protect us?
Okay. So what was Sharon wanting the luck roll for? Sorry.
To protect us with something.
He was on about getting the pistol out of your bag, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, get my pistol out.
Okay. Yeah. So you find in your box of tricks, it's not so much a crowbar, but it's a large screwdriver, which you're pretty sure you can.
Yeah, I
pry
could probably
things up with.
jam my cane in there and all if I need to prise it.
So brilliant. Well, this is the course of action you've chosen.
Yeah.
Right.
I like. Are you watching this, JP? Because this is going to be good.
Are you watching? Are you poised with notes?
Are you wanting JP to get closer?
Yeah, you gotta get close to look.
I'm okay stood where I am, thanks.
Okay. Let me just get to the right bit.
This is what you come for.
Yeah, you gotta be fully immersed.
Okay. So,
Are you ready, Sharon?
I'm ready.
You pry
ready
the
with my
lid off
gun.
one of the boxes and it comes off surprisingly easy. And you shine your light inside, and in there is a half-decayed old man, like pushing up. He's missing his nose and he's missing a bit of the skin on his chin and like an ear, and his clothes are dirty. And there's an unbleeding hole in the center of his chest, surrounded by a network of red lines. Moves sort of stiffly. They almost look human, but not quite enough. So that's definitely
How's
the
that?
one that's at the box looking in needs to make a sanity check.
That's me.
Yeah.
44. Yep. Pass.
Iced it.
JP?
Failed.
Hey. Failed.
Is the stuff moving still?
Oh, this guy is getting out of the box and coming towards you. He's like reaching for it. So, JP, you lose 1 sanity.
Lose 1, okay.
So I think everyone at the moment should say hi to Jack. Hello, Jack. How you doing?
Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hope lockdown's treating you well. And we're going to go to initiative.
Brilliant.
As the lid.
Can you have initiative while you're sleeping? Asking for a friend.
You can make me another listen roll to see if you sleep.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to air a gunfire in a minute.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so, because at the moment I've consistently rolled 3 90s.
Are you still fast asleep?
So initiative, yeah?
Yeah. So you don't roll for it. So
Oh, sorry.
Sharon had a gun ready, so she gets plus 50 to her initiative. So hang on. So we've got Sharon, JP, Michael, and Jacob, plus Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay, so they are brilliant. Sharon, what's your dexterity plus 50?
So my dex 120.
Okay. JP, what's your dex?
55.
Michael, what's your dex?
45.
Jacob. Ooh, it's surprisingly good. Okay. So Sharon, it's you to go first. So
If I shoot at it, would it do damage though?
Well, you don't know.
Being dead
Mr.
already.
and Mrs. Smith are emerging out of the box, and
There's 2
Mr.
of them.
Smith. Yeah, they're both. No, they're in a box each. So
Okay.
Michael pried open one box, and then the other one burst up. So Mr. Smith is reaching for Michael currently, and Mr.
Surprise.
Smith doesn't look entirely well. He looks like a very poorly person.
Ooh. I got a knife as well.
No, you have to use a knife.
So I just shoot at it then.
Oh,
So it'd
yeah.
wake everybody up.
Good. Good.
Okay.
Are you going to shoot?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one are you shooting at? Are you shooting at the zombie lady or the zombie old man?
The one that's going after Michael.
Okay. Yeah, that's the old man. That's Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
So make me a firearms roll.
I presume I do the 2 dice again.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. So I got 14.
Okay. Let me just see if I
So
what
that's a
level of-
hard
hard
pass.
success. Okay, so you do the damage then that it states.
So it's
On the weapon.
1d4.
Yeah, it's only a small caliber pistol. isn't it?
1d6.
1d6. Okay,
I got 6.
you got a 6. Okay. So that's Mr. Smith. Oh, okay. Move down to that. So you managed to take like a big chunk of his skull off, but it doesn't particularly slow him down much. He rocks back a bit, and now he's still lurching for Michael. It's Jacob's go now, and Jacob just freaks out and screams and runs out of the workshop.
Oh,
And he's heading back towards his room, and he's going to lock and barricade the door.
I thought he was going to run straight into the lake.
I was almost going to say that, but no, we're saving that for later. That's someone else that's going to do that. JP, it's your go.
What on earth is going on?
This is how they do their investigations. It's all completely above board.
This is natural.
we didn't even have sanity checks on this. We're that used to it.
Sharon, sorry, stop firing that gun, and clearly this man needs medical attention.
They're dead. They're dead, JP. You got to realise it.
They're dead. You can't
They're
shoot things.
They've got big holes in them.
That's because you've just shot him.
Actually, that is a good point. Jeffrey, you're wide awake now because you've heard a gunshot and then you've heard a guy screaming.
And
you
you've
can hear
heard
a
Sharon
commotion.
say, aim for the head.
Having never witnessed any before, I am going to go over to see whether or not the man that has just been shot in the head must need medical attention or not.
Well, I would give you enough. It was clear from the state of him because you saw him lit up in torchlight. He's got a big hole in his chest, and he'd got like his nose and half of his cheek missing, and this bullet wound to the head that's taken off a big chunk of his skull, and he still seems to be moving somewhat jerkily.
JP's watched someone get shot, and he's run over to see if they need medical attention.
Shot in the head.
He's used to special effects.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
They're
a
good.
blood squid. It'll be okay.
They're good effects, they are.
So yeah, you know this guy shouldn't be all right, and he definitely shouldn't be moving.
Okay. I'm going to go and attempt to alert somebody rather than just firing randomly at strange people that should be dead. Yeah.
Cool. So you're going to run out and scream for help?
Pretty much. I'm going to run out of screen. I'm going to head towards the reception to see whether or not I can rise William and whatnot, and obviously get the authorities here.
Okay. So I imagine you'll bump into Jeffrey at some point around that side of the building. So it is now Michael's go.
You know what's happening? The cane's coming out.
Is it stabbing time?
Chop them in half, Michael.
Can I do an attack straight away?
Yep.
Here we
Oh,
go.
I'm going for that hole in the head. And I fail.
Well, okay. Mr. Smith failed to dodge anyway. That was
Okay.
his second attempt at a dodge. Anyway, so he'd got a penalty dice. So yeah, nothing happens then on the fails.
So, G,
Yeah.
just a thought, when we're doing the combat, it might be good just to explain
Yeah.
the conflicts that
Yeah,
happen.
so, yeah.
As like,
Yep. So you're rolling the D100s again, but it's an opposed roll this time. So both parties involved in the combat. If you're attacked, you can choose to dodge, or you can choose to fighting brawl back. So these Mr. and Mrs. Smith have a dodge level of 10%. So they've got to get as low as they can. When you do the opposed roll, you both roll your D100s, and it's the levels of success that we're looking at. So whoever gets the best success. So if for instance, I'd rolled a 9 and got a normal success for the dodge. If we were being attacked and one of the players rolled an extreme or a hard success, they would still beat me and do all the normal damage.
Yeah.
Extreme successes do lots of damage when they hit. So combat in Call of Cthulhu is pretty lethal, but you do at least get a chance to dodge or fight back for every time you're attacked. Good point. Thank you, Adam. Cool. So he failed to dodge anyway, but it's now his turn. And he will... Ooh. He will try to claw at you with his gammy fingers, the ones that are left. So, Michael, what are you intending to do? So you have the choice. You can dodge to try and negate the damage and just dodge out the way, or because you've got your sword out, you can try and attack back and try and brawl your way through it.
Well, my dodge is only
means
20.
Is if he fails and you you beat him on the level of success, you get to do damage to him.
Well, try that then.
Okay. So he rolls.
Oh, I am 1 off, so I'm going to use luck on that. Is that okay?
You can't use luck in combat.
1 off.
So you got a fail, yeah?
Yeah, just 1.
Yeah, he got a massive fail though. He got 92. so he swipes and he just catches a bit of your jacket that's hanging down and the material tears. However, his wife, Mrs. Smith, is also going to attack you.
Ugh.
So
I'm not going to do that again.
Are you going to try and attack back?
Yeah, because the other one's 20 and that one's 25.
So because this is the second time you're doing it, though, you get a penalty dice.
Oh, can I dodge then instead?
You'll still get the penalty dice.
Oh, okay. So that means I got to roll the 100 one twice.
Yep.
Well, that one's a 26. Well, exactly what I rolled last time. And that was a 76. So I really lose.
So you picked the worst one.
Yeah.
Mrs. Smith connected with a normal success. Wow.
I feel like we've missed a trick here. She should be called Mrs. Robinson. And there's
No, it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's from the Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt film. So she's actually a super spy. So there's a call for you. Right, so she does in total 3 points of damage to you.
Okay.
Next round, Sharon, it's up to you. It's your go. How many shots is your pistol?
Attacks. Is that what it is? So I've got.
No, but it should say, is it magazine or something or rounds?
So I've got range, attack,
ammo.
Yeah, 6.
6. Okay, so you've got 6 shots you can do before you need to reload.
So I'm going to shoot at the man again.
Okay, shooting at Mr. Smith.
I presume it's closest to me and Michael.
Well, he's the one closest to Michael, definitely.
Yeah. So I'll shoot again then.
Okay, he will attempt to dodge with his 10%.
What, 55? I think I've failed.
Ooh.
So I got 55 and a regular's 40.
Okay.
That's failed.
So you have failed. So you're shot. You probably panic because Michael's torch is flashing around a bit and it embeds into a beam in the ceiling. JP, you're now at the front of the building. Jeffrey, what are you looking at doing?
Well, I would have gone and got some of my knives from the trunk, having not known quite what's going off, and would have headed out to go and see what's happening.
Cool. You see JP running towards the reception.
Okay. Towards the reception, not towards his room.
No, he's heading into reception now.
Okay.
I guess he's banging on the door and shouting and hollering. Is that right, JP?
Yep.
Okay. JP, what the bloody hell's going on?
It's madness in there. I have no idea. There were people in boxes, and Sharon shot someone. We need the authorities here now.
What? People in boxes?
Yeah, it's crazy.
As in, one moment they're there, one moment they're not. I don't think I've seen anybody make that trick over here.
Very good.
I won't try into that one. No, it's not magic. It's strange.
It's an illusion of the eye, boy. I know how tricks work.
No, either help me wake up William, or go and see for yourself. They're in the workshop.
All right, I suppose.
And then I'm going to continually shout, William!
You get no response.
Rather than banging on the reception, I believe they were staying in room 5.
Okay, I'll head round there now then. So I'm going to go to room 5 and start banging on that door.
Okay, off you trot. Jeffrey, what are you planning on doing now?
Well, yeah, I need to go and check out and see who's trying to steal some magic tricks, right?
You heading round to the... Well, what's your dexterity?
35.
Brilliant. Cool. Michael, it's your go.
So, having failed to attack with my sword, and I'm feeling a bit panicky now, I'm going to grab Darren and run to the door. And then we're going to use Sharon's massive strength to keep the door shut while I just wedge the screwdriver in the lock.
You're going to tell me what you're doing first, because I'll be like, whoa, what are you
So we
grabbing
can
me
get the shotgun. We need the shotgun.
We need the shotgun.
Okay.
I'm going to try and drag Sharon outside so we can shut the doors, because Sharon's very strong.
Super strong.
So there's quite a lot going on there for one round. So yeah. So you will get away and you'll get to Sharon and you'll be able to communicate your plan. However, Mr. Smith's still going to get actually, Mr. and Mrs. Smith are still going to get an attack at you this turn.
Okay.
Because you've effectively got to get out of their threat range because they're right on top of you.
Yeah.
So you've got to back up safely. But they're okay. So that'll be your turn. It's now Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So Mr. Smith will attempt to attack you. So what do you want to do? Dodge or stab him?
Fighting brawl, because it's better than a dodge. No.
It's all right. He rolled a 95.
47.
But Mrs. Smith, the trained ninja, she rolls...
Do I roll again?
Yeah. So what do you want to do? So you got a penalty dice this time.
Oh, no. Okay, I got a normal 4. Just a 4.
Oh.
And a 44.
Okay.
My fighting dodge is 25.
So it's the 44 then.
Yeah.
Oh. Unfortunately, Mrs. Smith rolled a 100.
Yeah.
And she's swaying around in the box. The box topples over, and she's now sprawling on the floor. And we're back to Sharon. So Michael has come over to you now. He's disengaged from the zombies.
Yeah.
Or Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
So does that mean I've got to dodge as well?
No, because they haven't made it to you yet.
Okay.
You were a little bit back. So Michael said what his plan is. So what do you plan on doing?
So can I still shoot, or can I? Or
You could shoot, but then Michael's going to get out of there and leave you in there.
Okay, so I'll go with it basically. Yeah, I was just trying to see what I needed to do. So
Okay,
I'm going to go with Michael.
Okay, so you're going to head to the door, so you'll be able to pull him
Yeah.
shut when he gets through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Holding it shut.
JP, you get round to room number 5.
Yep.
And you bang on the door, and there's no one there.
Has anyone from as room number 6, the Bunston, have they come out at all?
Let me just check. Room number 6. Oh, okay. So, yeah, there's a face pressed up against the window. Tall, heavily built man in his 40s.
That's awesome.
Yeah, his nose badly bent. And he's like looking at you with like wide eyes, trying to, but it's just like pressed up, looking at see what's happening.
Okay, I'm gonna go and bang on his door and shout, "Let me in!"
Let me in.
And he's like, "Now, who the hell are you?
We need to get hold of William. Let me in. Let me in.
What's all this we? There ain't no William here. Piss off."
But I can use I can use the door that's adjacent to their rooms. Just
No,
bang on the
it's
door.
locked. It's locked. It's locked.
bang
Can't
on-
hear you.
bang on the
Go
door
away.
for me. Wait.
No.
Sorry, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna attempt to shoulder barge his door so I can burst through his room.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. So, give me a. Oh, let me just check. There is a rating for these doors.
Oh, brilliant. The door's going to be stronger than me.
Okay. All right, give me a strength roll then.
It's a fail.
A fail.
Can I push that?
Of course you can. How would you like to push the roll?
So at first,
Bearing
I'm
in
just going
mind-
to try and shoulder charge it, and then
Bearing in mind, this door could be a lot more solid than you think because it's dark. Maybe there's a dead bolt on it. Maybe there's one of the poles that drop in, so it's not going anywhere.
Do it.
I'm going to do it. So I'm going to take a proper run up. So the first time I
So
shoulder
you
barge,
bounce off first, and you dust yourself down. You take a few steps back.
He's a stunt man. He knows how to
run
go
up,
through a door.
instead of going for shoulder first, this time I'm going to put boot first. So I can just
Oh, okay.
Job.
put the door down.
Bear in mind, the stuntman's used to balsa wood doors. This is like hardwood.
It's a hard success. It's a 23.
Yes, the door splinters under your boot.
Yes.
And the guy's like, "What in darnation do you think you're doing? Get out!"
I need to get hold of William, so I'm just going to push past him and start banging on the door that adjacent to room number 5.
Yep, it's locked. You got to do the same again if you want to get through this one.
Can I, before I go to kick it in, can I put my ear to it and see is there any noises coming from that room?
You can, but you won't be able to listen because this guy's like
Screaming.
filling
I'm going to be like shushing him whilst I'm trying to listen. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to shush. He's quite a tall, heavily built bloke in his 40s.
You just broke into someone's room.
And you've got
Tried to tell him to
Shush.
shush. Listen to the room next door.
I'm a very aggressive pervert, and I need to see what
he's in like off-white boxers and a stained white
Brilliant.
vest.
what JP is.
Yeah, I mean, I'll attempt to kick that door in as well then.
Okay,
Wait, stay long in this hotel.
you can do this, but you're going to get a penalty dice to it because this guy is running interference because he doesn't know what the fuck you're doing in his room.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's the tens I roll again, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll give you the worst one.
64. I'm going on strength, aren't I?
Yeah.
That was a fail.
So it's not a combat roll. You can push it or spend luck.
If I push it, I've still got to use the penalty dice, haven't I?
Yep.
And take the highest. Yeah, no, we're going to push it. We're confident. We're confident in our. As I said, again, we tried shoulder charging this one, and then no, we're going back in with the boot again. That's a 4. So it became a 44. Still a pass though.
Still a pass. Okay, so you've like fended off this big burly guy, and you kick this door in. So you're now into room 5, which has 2 beds and is completely empty. The beds haven't been slept in or anything
at all.
Nope.
Okay, is there anything else in the room that is out of the ordinary?
Nope, only a door into the workshop at the other end.
Naturally, let's go that way.
So you come out of the workshop.
No, I'm not going to go that way.
So we've gone out there now.
Can I look around the room? Is there any drawers to rummage through or anything like that?
It's identical to yours, but with 2 beds. Let me just double check. Yeah, there's nothing particularly special in this one.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to go back out, push past this guy, who's, I assume, still effing and blinding at me.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to I'm going to tell him that next time he sees William, I need to speak to him urgently. And then head back towards the workshop from the outside.
Okay, cool.
And he says, okay with that. But I take 1 step away from a zombie, and that's my go over. He goes through a door, talks to a man, through another door, searches a room, talks to the man again, and then comes back to the workshop. And that's okay. Fine.
Yep. It did take him a whole turn to run round to reception, and then a whole turn to run round to this other guy's. So I was letting him do stuff.
Michael, let's not talk about who's done nothing for the last hour.
You've been asleep. You've been asleep.
I thought your role play, Adam, for being a sleeping character was spot on.
I've been working on it for quite a while, so I'm glad it's been
noticed. So, Michael, it's your go now. Hang on.
So I'm gonna run through the door if I'm allowed through the door.
You are.
And then Sharon's gonna hold the door while I jam the screwdriver between the lock bit.
Okay, cool. Yep, you've done that now.
And then we're gonna go to the car to get the shotgun.
Is there a shotgun?
Okay, cool. Yeah, you do all that. Are you leaving Sharon to make sure the door?
No, she's coming with me. Well, she's strong, but the screwdriver should hold him in there.
Okay. Right,
that was a no from Gary.
They're going to batter against that door then.
That's okay. If I remember correctly, there's lots of flammable liquid right up against that door.
Actually, no, they're not going to do that. They have a plan. The bad guys know what they're doing. So you've lost sight of them. Jeffrey. So you've run round to the workshop just as Sharon and Michael come out, pull the chains over and jam a screwdriver in there and go, let's go and get the shotguns. And you can feel free to interrupt them on their trip to the car.
I won't go in there, Jeffrey.
Shotguns seem somewhat extreme, don't you think?
No.
What's going on?
Have you ever seen a man with a hole in his chest still attacking you?
And a hole in its head.
And all in its head. No?
And half a
Then
face.
you'd probably think we need some shotguns. That's where we're going.
I think you probably had too much of the sauce. You know, I can smell it from you, and I think that I'm not entirely sure. A man with a hole in his chest and his head,
Yeah.
Go and have a look then.
and he's not dead.
Well, he's walking around good enough, attacking. I've been injured, look.
Look.
We sent
should get that
JP for help, but I don't know where he's gone.
Room
He's
5
gone-
would be my
he's
guess.
gone to get the authorities.
He was doing a pretty poor job when I saw him.
He could have helped us.
We'll get the guns and come back. Let's not just go there with no guns. We need the guns.
No, okay, fine.
So, Jeffrey, you
I mean, I'm
noticed-
not going with you.
Well, I'll tell you what then. Don't remove the screwdriver.
Until you're back with the guns. Yes, I know.
Right.
You noticed JP appearing from room 6 with a guy standing in the doorway cursing and swearing at him. And JP's looking like a headless chicken, looking around for somewhere to go.
JP, are the police coming?
I cannot find William. I've got no idea what's going on. I mean,
So you did use the phone in the reception when you went there, yeah?
I couldn't get in there. So
There wasn't a phone. There wasn't a phone in reception.
Okay.
They're not in their rooms. I've got no idea where they are. But you guys are out of the workshop. I mean, where's Jacob?
He's ran off. He's locked.
He
himself
ran
in
off
his room.
before.
We're going to get the shotguns. We're going to sort it out.
We need more ammo.
This is mad. Is this how all of your stories go?
Yeah. You can't run off either. You got to be there to watch it all.
This is madness.
We're going to need you to come with us because
Yeah.
we need a witness, and we probably
We
need
need
another set
body.
of prints. To be fair.
We need to get another weapon.
Just, yeah. JP is.
Yeah, good. That's what we like to hear. Just go
Okay.
along with it. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So, right. So, are you all going to get the shotguns then? Are you all staying as a group now?
Yeah.
No, I'm stood in front of the barn door thing.
Yeah, he's
knowing
gone in
that
the doors.
I'll have to pull out the screwdriver.
Yeah. So it's weird. They said they were, there was things after them. The doors haven't moved at all, so they've not shook or anything. So, you're not led to believe it's not looking good for their story at the moment. However, at that point, there comes a scream from room 6. And you
JP.
you hear a commotion and like a gargled, choking scream, and then it gets cut off.
Okay. Head back to room 6 then. I guess.
Yep. In room 6, you see the middle-aged guy in his boxer shorts and vest lying on the floor, and the zombies have just killed him and are shambling over his body to come out of the door in room 6. So that's JP, but it's Sharon's go next. So you're at the car.
Yeah. Get me shotgun.
You get your shotgun. Okay.
I'm ready. What do you want the shotgun and I have the pistol, Michael?
Yeah, have we got more than one shotgun in the boot?
Cool. Have we got 3?
Well,
have we got 3?
Who's got a shotgun on their list of equipment?
I haven't. I've got a revolver.
I got a bit carried away. I just got my pistol.
Is that all you've got? So there's no shotgun in the car?
Pistol.
Oh, we'd have definitely put a shotgun in the car. We would have definitely put a shotgun in the car.
So, as you two have gone, it's a group luck roll between you two. So who's got the lowest luck?
Luck is 45.
I got 45 as well. Actually, no, I've got 40 now.
Okay.
I took off.
So it's Sharon to roll for luck then. I mean, you know, when you're saying you've got a shotgun, you should really be looking at your equipment.
Well, we brought it in between the investigation.
That's what I thought it said, remember? And everybody started laughing. So then it carried on that we got a shotgun. Ooh, I got 4.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is one shotgun there.
There's about 6 now.
No.
So does that mean who has the shotgun then?
Well, you've got 1, and there's 2 of you there. You can fight it out to see who gets it.
What?
Or you can decide like civilized beings.
What, I was going to say
Sharon
Michael can have it.
And then
Because I've already got a gun. Michael can have it.
What's your shotgun? What's your firearm shotgun?
So it's a 22 short semi-automatic.
No.
Your skill.
What's your skill on it? Firearm shotgun.
I haven't got a shotgun.
Yeah, it says firearms, handgun, and then underneath it says rifle, shotgun.
On your character sheet, where your skills are, where fighting brawl is.
Okay. Fighting. I've got handgun, firearm.
Yeah, and under that, it should say rifle, shotgun.
Oh, 25.
Same. So we're not good with it anyway.
That's why you've not got a shotgun. I believe the previous people in your parties had shotguns.
in fairness, if Robert was here now, he'd just be back in his room going,
No. You take the shotgun. You're stronger than me.
So I can have a shotgun and a pistol.
Well, you can't use both because one's two-handed.
Yeah. You only get to use one.
I'll have a shotgun then.
Yeah. You could probably put your gun back in the handbag.
Me Mary Poppins bag.
So if you've got shotgun 25, you need to roll 25 or under to hit. So what's your firearms pistol?
My firearms pistol is so regular's 40.
Well, there you go. So you'll find it much
36.
easier to hit with a pistol rather than a shotgun.
Okay, so I'm better just using the.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Pistol,
Just chuck the shotgun back in the boot. We'll just leave it. We don't need it.
Is there anything else in the boot?
Some ammo. Can we have some gun ammo then?
Yeah, can we have some ammo?
You've got enough ammo for your guns. Yeah. I've not made you reload yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've just told everyone shotgun, we need shotguns. You've run around, picked up a shotgun and go,
me.
No, we don't need it.
I don't think the other characters are good with shotguns. It's not worth giving it them, is it?
Have we got a big sword in the boot?
I've got one.
Someone's got a sword cane, which he's already whipped out.
You know when Ross took that big sword off the wall?
That was a
different character.
I didn't know if it was in our car.
There's a shotgun in the.
No, it was
reception.
Always in Marcus's car. Remember on the back seat.
Right. Okay.
Just the same as the magic knife and the potato gun with the other two characters.
Oh.
No, the magic knife was with Marcus anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the two really good weapons that the group had got were with the two characters that have been retired.
Potato gun was awesome. We could do with that now.
So, okay, so you've run to the car, you found a shotgun, you've made a note that that's where it is. What do you want to do now?
Put it
Sharon?
back.
Yeah, but then where are you going to take yourself to?
Back to the place.
Yeah, back to see Jeffrey.
Okay.
Yeah, shall we get everybody together before we go back
Well,
in?
we don't know where he's gone, so he's run off.
Okay. Jeffrey, the most haunted crew turn up without a shotgun.
We don't need the
Extolling
shotgun.
the virtues of said.
We seem to have forgotten it.
Yeah, there wasn't any ammo. Fine.
I bought it for
What
fishing.
is this, isn't it? The disappearing shotgun.
Yeah, I bought it for some fishing, and forgot it.
I see. Well, since you've been away, there's been no movement or sound coming from this other side of the door at all. So I'm not entirely sure what you think is being kept there.
I think we should get everybody. So is JP with us yet?
JP he was still hanging around near room 6,
Yes.
and he sort of jumped out, screaming because there's a dead body on the floor in room 6 with the 2 zombies there. So, what do you guys want to do?
We're gonna open the shed door.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Get your gun ready, Sharon.
I've got it ready.
I'm looking at the time. Did you guys want to pause it here, and we can pick up a session another time?
Yeah.
Is that okay for everyone?
Yeah.
Or we can keep going if you like. I don't mind.
I think that's a good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice place to stop at
Good
for now.
pause.
Awesome.
Brilliant. So,
Yes.
thanks for playing, everyone.
Yes, thank you very much.
We
Thank
can
you.
pick this up another day, which I'm sure we'll put on a schedule somewhere and let everybody know.
Yes.
Hope you've enjoyed yourselves.
Really good.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
very much.
A lot of us
Apart
have shotguns.
Yeah,
Apart from going for that shotgun, that was probably the wrong thing to do.
yeah. No, as Gary said, thanks to you, thanks to everyone. The stream will get better as we figure out what we're doing.
It's a learning curve.
But yeah, for those people that are around viewing, as you've seen, come and chat to us. We will chat to you. We'll bring things up, and yeah, let's see how many die from Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Smith.
Me.
I'm still going to call them Robinson.
And we're always looking for help if anybody comments on what we should do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're always open to suggestions.
There we go. That's how many people are going to die. Everyone.
Everyone. Oh no.
Well,
Yeah, just don't
JP
listen to
Oh.
just don't listen to Jack's ideas when he does suggest them, because 9 times out of 10 it gets you killed.
Jack's used to dying when he plays my game.
Yep.
Sounds like excellent ideas.
Well, JP, we've established is lethal to doors. So,
Yes.
so well done, JP.
I think there was a comment earlier about JP being a voyeur, and I think we've just confirmed that.
He just burst into a guy's room and she's like, "Shut up! I want to get into that room."
JP's never witnessed anything like this
Kick
before in
down
his
the
life.
door for that room, but I've chosen to go this way instead.
Yeah, you could have kicked down the door to room 5 without anybody in.
Oh, we can't talk. We got to get shotguns that we can't use.
JP's very disorientated. He's never witnessed anything like this before in his life.
Yeah, JP, you missed the whole shotgun shenanigans.
Yes. So what happened with the shotgun shenanigans?
Well,
We figured out we ain't got the
use
skill.
the
Oh.
So we went to get the shotguns. realised we couldn't use them.
Yep.
They just left them.
Brilliant.
Just put the
And
shots
then
on
ran
there.
back without the shotgun.
So we're wasting.
You didn't bring it with you.
You know, all that time when I took one step to get away from the zombie and all that lot, I didn't need to do any of that.
But so you went all that way to get the shotguns and then left them there. I mean,
Yeah,
what about if
no.
someone else in the party could use the shotguns? You just
Well,
nah,
we got
leave it.
a magician.
I can't use them. It doesn't matter. Okay, I see that.
This is how they write the books.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's because I've not got to use Sam. That's the problem. Sam usually helps me out.
But you could have used Sam at any point.
Oh, Sam, what was
I
his-
feel like Sam could be any of our viewers that come in and give us the most insane ideas. That's what
Yeah.
Sam can suggest.
Definitely. I'm up for that because Sam isn't the Sam that Michael knows anymore, obviously.
Wicked. All right. Well, cheers,
Brilliant.
guys. So I guess Cthulhu is probably back next Saturday.
Yep. Everyone good for next Saturday?
Evening.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yep.
Same time, same place.
Yep.
Yep.
We might be able to start a bit earlier. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We might be
Okay. Yeah, we'll put it out there.
a tad early.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow night, from about 7:30, we've got Dragon Heist starting.
Yeah.
If D&D's your bag, come and join us for some Dragon Heist fun.
And then looking further forward, Thursday, we're doing an indie game, aren't we? That's just launched.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, so it's been out for a little bit, but we've been slow on the uptake because it's been sat on my bookshelf for ages. So Thursday we're going to do a session of Kids on Bikes, which is a little bit Stranger Things-esque, a little bit kind of Goonies-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be pretty cool. We'll see what we can do.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Thanks everyone for playing. I say we'll be back next week.
Yes, and for those guys, so and as I've done with all of the recordings but not done for any of the live stuff, we should give shout outs to the people that actually put us here in the first place, which is so anyone please go and check out Monkey's Emporium. They've got a website, they're on Facebook. It's retro toys and games and cool shit like that. Lost Boys Pizza, they now do national delivery.
It's amazing pizza.
And it's gluten-free, which keeps Gary happy.
That's optional. It's not all gluten free. You can have.
It's not all gluten-free. And last but not least, Shade Glass Games. Go check that place out for all your RPGs and Warhammer and Pokemons and My Little Ponies and
Yeah.
That's on the games to do list, isn't it? The My Little Pony.
Oh yeah,
D&D.
My Little Pony. Yeah, My Little Pony RPG will.
yeah.
Session of that at some point.
So
Brilliant.
yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, everything else. Wicked. Cheers, guys, and
Thank you very much.
we'll see people
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.